What's up, everybody? And welcome to another episode of HoodStarzz, the podcast. I am your host, Reese Copeland, the real Mr. Long Island, and I'm also the young people's mentor. Yes. And to my right here, my man, this is my man Vince, your other host.
Yes, I'm in here.
Chente De Niro.
I'm in here.
Chente De Niro, y'all heard that, right?
Exactly.
All right. And today we have two very special guests on here. They are my dearest friends, my friend Leandra and my friend Charlique. Say what's up, y'all.
Hey.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
She's not only your friend. I like
yeah, we are.
Too.
Everybody at this table here is all friends. We all neighborhood friends and everything like that. But before we jump into it, I just want to say something to my man Vince, man, about that date you went on the other night, man. Ooh. Shout out to her, man.
Yes.
Tell her for me, I said, man, she had me speechless.
Yes.
You know, and for those that don't know what I'm talking about, he went out on a date last week, and she picked up the whole bill, and it was expensive.
Kobe Steaks.
If y'all know what that is. $250 check she picked up.
Yes.
Now, that's some gangster shit.
Didn't even look at the bill. Just handed the credit card and said, boom.
That's some gangster shit. Tell her I said she had me speechless.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
So, but, you know, I'm trying to find something like that. I can't run across nothing like that.
I lucked up. I lucked up. That was
thing.
yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I lucked up.
Picked up the bill. What'd she tell you though? What'd she tell you? If you touch the bill,
if you grab it, you pay for it.
If you grab it,
was just a force of habit. I went to grab for it, and she said,
"No, I'm not gonna lie. My homegirl right here, you know, but she's my homegirl. Like not boyfriend and girlfriend, never was, but very good friends. And she's done stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about somebody that you talking to and messing. I never really ran across nothing like that, man. And shout out to her one more time.
Yeah, because they don't make them like that.
No, they don't make them like that. It's like a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I seen all them other comments on there. Oh, we here, we around, okay.
I know.
Why I never ran at 55 years of life? Why I never ran into one? You know what I'm saying? So
that's because the girls you be around have simp.
Oh, you said simp?
Simps.
Oh. Yo, that's my friend, man. That's why I got her on here, man. Her vibe is crazy.
Sorry,
her vibe is crazy too. She got to loosen up. She got to loosen up a little bit. So
sorry, date.
Well, anyway, we're gonna jump right into it today, man. Today was gonna be an interesting topic. We're gonna be talking about relationships today. You know, bro codes. Also, people holding people down that's in prison. Whether it's a guy holding a girl down or the girl holding the guy down, because I did it before too. I was on both sides of the fence and shit. And speaking of that, I got my homegirl Charlique over here.
Oh, she's gonna point me out.
Yeah, because she's actually in that type of situation right now.
I am not.
Listen, she's in that type of situation right now, and we're going to dig right into it, man. So, no, for real though, you're somebody that you was dealing with, right? You was dealing with before the sentence happened, right?
Okay.
And then he got the sentence, and it's a very lengthy sentence. I don't know if you care to say the number or you want to leave it out, or. Well, let's put it this way: it's a lengthy,
extremely lengthy.
Yeah, it's a lengthy sentence. So, in a situation like that, what I want to ask you is, how do you even start that conversation? Did you guys have a conversation on that particular thing of, like, what your job was going to be, or, you know, being that you was his girlfriend before he went in? Did you guys have an actual conversation of how this was going to work, as far as you holding him down from the outside, or you just automatically just said, you know, I'm just going to do what I think I'm supposed to do? So which one was it?
Okay, so I don't think there's ever really a conversation. Well, a lot of times when there is a conversation, is don't worry, I'll be okay. No, I wouldn't expect anybody to wait that long. So on and so on and so on.
From coming from who?
from the male's
Okay,
perspective.
yeah. We're gonna get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's never, you know, it. I don't think I've ever heard anyone
Say
I
that.
expect
Oh, okay.
you to move on. Like most times, it's like, yeah, I held you down, but in this situation, like it's not the same. I've always held myself down.
Right.
But moving right along, that's not really. It's not difficult. Yes, the phone calls, and if you're gonna take trips, it becomes difficult because it's wear and tear.
Financially.
Yeah, definitely wear and tear on your car and things of that nature. Am I willing to hold somebody down to what a standard would be as far as phone calls, trips, packages? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have one kid that's graduated college, and I have a kid in college. And not for nothing, this is not love after lockup.
Right. This is love before lockup. This is love before lockup.
It's not that either, because them girls, at least they're waiting for whatever amount of time, but they getting bags of cash. I out here doing what I need to do for me. So, what are you expecting? There was
So
no
what's the
safe.
cutoff? What's the cutoff point? A year, 2 years, 5
No,
years?
there is no cutoff as far as the time. But there is, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing that.
Hold on, wait a minute, Charlie.
Just like that.
Yes. Wait a minute, Charlie. Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm not doing
Wait a
that,
minute.
not
Wait a
doing
minute.
that.
Wait a minute. See, this is what listen. So did it start off like that? And then did it start off, yeah, I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna do all the visiting, I'm gonna do the phone calls, I'm gonna do this. And then after a while, a couple of years then went by, did it change?
No.
So it was like that from
It
day
is
one?
what it is.
From day one?
If you're financing the trip, sure, I'll come when I have time. If you're financing the phone, yes, I'll pick it up.
Right.
Whenever, for now, if I got a phone call right now, obviously I can't pick it up.
Right.
You know, but whenever I'm free, yes, I can answer the phone. And a package, listen, the way I'm willing to do a package is if Fufu on the street got something.
What's she doing? The what?
EBT.
Oh yeah. Or the boosters. Do they still got boosters around?
I don't know. I can't
Because the
find
boosters
any.
was running.
Oh,
they
yes.
was
Yes.
running.
Right.
Yo, they was
And
running.
I was,
rapid. Yo,
and I was
the
20s
'90s,
and
they was
30s.
killing it in
Yes,
the '90s.
like
We ain't had nothing but booster
We had
friends.
to go to the store.
We had to go to the store for shit.
Okay.
Not birthdays.
Word.
That's not the case
none of
now.
shit. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's
Or
really
do
not
they
the case
even
now.
exist?
Listen,
I know the EPT shit, EBT shit still going on. You
but
can
you
still
gotta
buy
find
boosters.
them though. If
Yeah.
they get there on the first and you see them on the second, they be like, I sold them.
Oh, sold them shits already.
Right?
Oh, but anyway, Charlie. So, listen. I'm trying to say this. So you had to have some type of conversation then in the beginning
You keep
to
speaking
say
about this conversation
no,
that never
yeah, because-
happened.
No,
How you gonna
also
make
then,
me have a conversation?
So then he just automatically inspect.
I do what I can.
Okay.
If you know me, then you know you're not forcing me to do anything. And if you're a willing participant, if you have the means for me to, I don't have a problem doing it. But and if I do,
I know it's hard out here for a pimp.
if I do, who's a pimp?
I know it's definitely. I definitely know it's hard. It's just a saying. It's just a saying. It's hard out here for people.
But you're
Like,
talking
you know what I'm
to
saying?
me, though.
We take that phrase and run
figure
with
when I
it.
do this-
You know what it really means.
yes,
You know, it's hard out here. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
On top,
And I'm
of,
pretty sure he had to know some of that. At least that part. Like, it's going to be hard out
probably
here for
why
you.
whatever happens gets financed.
Right. Okay. I'm right.
So I'm trying to figure. So, like, you get locked up, so you automatically assume the girl that you're with, she's
Assume.
gonna hold,
See, that's what I'm trying to
she's
say.
gonna hold you
Right.
down
Right.
while you're in there.
But why
Right.
would you assume that? Because if it was the other way around, I'm not gonna assume anybody's holding me down.
Well, then you a special kind of person, because if you're with somebody for a certain amount of time,
Yes.
of course they're going to assume that
You
without
better hold
even
me down.
Yeah, of course they gonna assume
better hold
that.
me down.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Send somebody for
But
you.
but I was in those
You better
shoes
hold
too.
me
I was on
down.
both sides. But go ahead. What question you
So then
had?
I guess I'm in trouble.
Yeah,
Because
I was almost-
here's the thing. If I told you not to do it,
Okay, yeah,
Right, right,
and you
right.
did it,
Right. That's
Oh,
the
no.
difference.
See, but
Oh,
that
no.
usually doesn't come. That's what you're saying right now doesn't
Or-
usually
or-
come
or-
until
or-
a year or two, a year down the line, or 6 or 7 months down the line, when you're getting tired of this shit
Yeah.
now.
no.
Because it does become
If I'm
tiring.
telling
Don't
you
get it.
not
Don't get it
to do
twisted.
it from the start, and
Exactly.
you go and do it.
That's true.
You can't expect anything. If I say I don't think this is a good idea, and see, I'm nice nasty. I don't think this is a good idea. And then when you have your comeback, it's like, okay, you're in trouble. I'm not. And sometimes what'll happen is I'll give a person a warning, and I'm talking about when it comes to friends, family. I'll give them a warning, and then something happen, I'll be like, all right, I'm coming. But but out of the love that you have for the person.
Of course, that's what I'm trying to say.
If I'm gonna do something, it has to be genuine. You can't apply the pressure for me to do it, especially when you know what rents, mortgages, gas. You know what eggs cost. Living like while they're there and things have stayed the same for them out here.
Right.
Things has changed
Right.
enormously for us.
Right.
So you're
I
only
understand.
going to hold them down to a certain extent.
No, that's not what I said, sir.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
What
She's
I
gonna hold him
said
down,
was-
but the finances every day has to come from his side of
Right.
the person that's in jail that can't get nothing going on. This is why I need you. You understand? So this is what it is. No, but I get
Apparently,
it.
you never seen Love After Lockup.
No, see, I get it. See, but
So
no,
you're just
listen.
getting left out in the cold. You do something stupid. you get left out in the
No,
cold.
if I warned you, you should not be doing it. But why are you doing a grown
but
person
listen,
doing
you-
something stupid
you
anyway?
make a mistake.
Right.
You make a mistake.
Okay.
A
Right.
mistake.
A
Let me
mistake.
tell you something. A mistake is 1 to 3. A mistake is maybe 3 to 5.
See, that's what I'm trying to see. That's the
mistake
point.
is not 25 years.
There go-
That's
hold on.
not a
3 to 5.
mistake.
Did you hear that number?
You got me.
You hear
got
that
me on
number?
you got me on 3 to 5.
That's
The number
not
was
a
25
mistake.
years, y'all. She didn't want to say it in the beginning.
You did something dumb.
So you got me on 3 to 5.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can't even get that. That's amazing.
If you're saying definitely, no, I can't say that because God forbid, what happens
I
is
can't get a 3 to 5.
if my daughter's tuition go up, guess what? That's where my money's going first.
Oh, no question. I mean, the person that's in prison
Period.
can't
Right.
expect
Right.
nothing different. And let me use myself for an example, because like I said, I was on both sides of the fence. I held down, even though it wasn't a long time.
Don't say
Remember
the name.
when my baby mother went?
Okay.
Yeah, I held it down, of course, because this is my duty. All right, but it was only for a small amount of time. But even if it was for a long time, I would still hold it down. But it's different types of holding down.
Okay.
I mean, it depends. Well, the mindset that I was in and how I was rolling at the time. I mean, I was fucking before you got locked up. So of course, I'm gonna be still fucking when you get locked up. No, that's no. Hold on. I'm just
and
keeping it
that's
real.
You
But
keeping
that's
it
the
consistent.
difference.
No, I'm keeping it real.
Look, he's being consistent. He's right, though. He's being
See, there's a difference.
But
See,
that's
there's a
the
difference between.
y'all and us.
No,
though.
there's a difference
because
between-
when y'all, if I'm not sleeping around, so called, if this is my relationship and I'm not
Right.
sleeping around, then shoot, that's holding you down more than I'm pretty sure you would do for me.
But check it though. See, it's a difference between.
I was fucking before you. I'm done.
If it's a difference
that's why I
between.
can't talk to him.
It's a difference between being faithful and loyalty.
Right.
Like you, I wasn't a faithful dude. I
Right.
never was. Like you understand, but I'm loyal.
Right.
Like you understand, so you can definitely
Loyal I am.
They can definitely
Right. Loyal
expect
I am.
that from me. I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
I don't care how long it's gonna be for you. I'm gonna be there. Like
Okay.
I'm talking about far as
That's
your
why I'm
phone
there.
calls, your packages,
I'm there.
and when I come to visit and this and all that. If the only way that'll change is if my financial status changes, like right now. See, I don't sell drugs no more, so the cash ain't there like it used to be.
Yeah.
Like so I had a crazy cash flow at the time that I'm talking about. So I was able to hold down, accept the phone calls, even come up and visit and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I did my thing.
So let me ask you this. So is your financial status changing via the economy and how much more things are now than
No, because it's different now. I'm on a budget now. Before I was never on a budget.
And so if you're on a
So
budget,
if it happened now, you know what?
I do what I could do.
Exactly. That's how it is.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
how it
I
is
do
with
what
my.
I could do,
That's how
and
it is with
why
my
I
kids right
consider
now.
myself loyal. Like I do what I
you do what you
can
can do, and that's all. That's all that
because
can
my
be expected
priorities,
from you.
you know.
Yeah, that's
my
all that can be expected from you.
priorities
Is you can do what you can do. But the thing is, what I was trying to, I wanted to know is that because, like I said, there's different types of holding you down. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Some people are going to so-called say, stay faithful for a little while too. If you got a bid, that's a year or two. Until you start, but you know what I'm saying? Until you start. I don't
Okay.
listen. I don't trust them. I don't trust them far as I can throw them anyway. So I'm not even going to expect that from a female. You understand what I'm saying? No, for real. I don't trust them far as I can throw them.
You can't trust females.
Nah, far as when it comes to that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not my thing.
Damn well,
let me
he
talk. Hold on, wait a
didn't
minute.
just say.
Let me talk about.
We can't trust females. Did you hear what he said?
No, exactly.
He said I was
Exactly.
fucking before you went in, and I'm still gonna be fucking. So,
but that was a-
But at least he was consistent.
Yo, yeah, I was
He
You
didn't
consistent.
hide
said that.
it. He didn't
Yeah,
hide it.
exactly.
You said,
being
we
real.
said
Right.
trust. You said trust females.
You can't trust
Nah, I'm talking about. Listen, I didn't trust females
more
before I
trustworthy
even
than
got
they
into my
are.
first.
Women are sneaky.
Before I even got in my first relationship.
But we're more trustworthy.
Nah, I don't believe that.
no,
Y'all want y'all want
If they fuck
people.
a couple of women, they're the king. If we fuck a couple of niggas,
Nah, ain't none of that.
Right,
No.
and that's a fact.
We're
And
old,
that's a fact.
but y'all
But here
niggas
they go with the
fuck
double
20 women.
standard.
No.
The double standard.
Yes.
That's where this is coming. This is where they coming. Girls are sneaky. Women are
No,
sneaky.
women
Yes,
want you to
we
think
are.
that.
You
They
gotta
always
picture
want
me
you to
doing shit
think
that
that
didn't
Yes.
Right.
You don't
That's
think
they
video did
are
not occur.
trustworthy
So,
like
whatever.
that. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. There are probably of some, but very few. But for the most part,
The nerve.
nah.
No, because men, we tell on ourselves. Women will keep consistent on what they're doing. They don't change their rhythm.
Listen,
So
if
you
a
don't-
woman-
And that's why they was able to get away with murder.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's why they was able to
If
get
a
away
woman
with murder.
is doing something, it's 9 times out of 10
There you go,
as a
blame it on-
direct
blame it on man.
result from something that you did.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because you just admitted it.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, y'all, don't fall for it. See, that's what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
He's
You
full of it.
gotta watch out for all the excuses. I done heard them all. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, man, I heard them all.
See, that's why you know she's telling the story. You see what happened? See what that?
Hey,
Oh my God.
I done heard all the excuses. Now, don't get it wrong. Now, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Going back to me, I'm keeping it real. That's how I was.
You had cheated on you.
I only had 2 girlfriends, and both of them did. Even though me and her dated before, but we was only high school boyfriend and girlfriend. We didn't date outside of high school. So I don't really consider, and we didn't never had sex. So I don't really consider that. I really don't consider
I
that.
didn't tell you to put my poo-poo on
What?
blast. You got some nerve.
Listen.
Telling somebody what I did not do.
You know where you at? You know where you at? You on HoodStarzz, baby.
I don't care.
We chop it up. We
You
keep it real
will
on
not.
here. You better tell her.
God,
You on HoodStarzz here, baby. We keep it real. But anyway, I only had 2 girlfriends out of my life, really. Like, you understand, the ones that I had sex and had kids with. 2, and both cheated. Now, I'm not judging them. I'm not talking shit about them because I was doing my thing, of course.
Definitely.
You understand? And so I'm not here to judge. But just goes to say, look, I had only 2 girlfriends and both cheated.
See?
But
Scandal.
why? But
You
why-
understand what I'm saying?
He said scammers. No, he didn't.
you know
I
what
wish
I'm
I
saying?
could reach across the table.
But like you said, us men, after a while,
No,
we're going to
come
admit to
on.
our wrongdoings.
No, Reese,
Y'all don't never admit.
You are
That's
not
the
going to
problem.
say
Yes.
that both of your
That's the problem.
girlfriends cheated and just leave it like that. They cheated before or after you?
What do you mean?
After you cheated or before you cheated?
I don't know when.
You know when.
No,
they
I
cheated.
don't know when. Because
You
I was
said you was
I was
messing
just so much in doing my thing I wasn't really paying attention. But like you said, until you start hearing some shit.
Right.
See, I wasn't the type motherfucker that go around try to look for it.
Right.
Because I'm doing my own thing.
Right.
When I tell you I was doing my thing, I'm doing my thing. You know why I'm doing my thing? You know why I'm doing my thing? Because I don't trust women. You understand what I'm saying? So it was my mindset. Hold on, wait a minute. My mindset was fucked up at the time.
Right.
My mindset was listen. My mindset was fucked up at the time. You got to get them before they get you.
That's right.
Like you understand what I'm saying? That's why I came in the door cheating.
That's the law of the land.
Yeah, that's the law of the land. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think like that no more these days.
I don't
like you
believe
understand
that.
what
Look, I
I'm
don't
saying?
know if I
No, for
believe
real.
that.
I'm a changed person when it comes to that. But but anyway, I'm talking
I
about
won't stop.
back then. Well, listen, but back then, I was a maniac. You know, I was a maniac, and because of that thought, I didn't trust women before I even got into relationships because I seen shit with my own eyes when I was 11, 12 years old. What women were doing.
Yo, women are sneaky.
Yeah, they are. At least they think they being sneaky.
The prowess of a woman is
No, for real. That's why I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
The prowess of a woman is what?
I said absolutely insane.
It's insane. I gotta believe. I gotta
I'm telling
with
you,
that.
they're very deceptive. They know how to. Look, she don't want to hear it.
Nobody's talking. Nobody's judging nobody here. Nobody's judging nobody here. We just talking the facts of it. Because don't you? Let me ask you this question. Women always play the victim and the innocent angel role.
Boom.
Is that true or not? No, is that true or not?
No, but I'm pretty angelic.
Okay.
No, but for the most part,
believe
a
that
lot
too.
of women do play the innocent victim role,
Right.
or the what did I say? Innocent victim and damn, I don't forgot what I
Angel.
said. Oh yeah. And the innocent angel. I don't do nothing wrong. They played that. Don't they play that role a lot?
Yes.
But-
Now hold on, wait a minute. Let me just finish.
But-
Let me finish my thing.
Everybody has their
Wait a
ways.
minute.
Don't
Let me
get
finish my.
wrong.
Let me finish
but
my
I
saying.
give you a clean slate coming in. I don't be like, all men are dogs, so I'm
Right.
taking it out on this one. And
No.
I give you we start off as with a clean slate
Right.
coming in.
I can say that now for me, but I'm talking about back in my days in the heyday. Okay, but now going back to the question, always playing the innocent victim and the innocent angel. Don't y'all think y'all played them two roles far too long? Don't y'all think y'all played those roles far too
expect
long?
somebody to answer that bullshit.
The gig is
That's
up.
some bullshit.
The gig is up. Come on, Vince, help me out here. The gig is up with the innocent victim
I've been saying.
and what's his
I'll
name?
come to the
They're all
other side of
very
the table. I can still reach
They
you.
played that role far too long, and that's why they was able to get away with murder.
They get away with
No,
murder.
because of that.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
The damsel
not.
in distress. Throw myself on the mercy of the court.
But for the most part, that's a woman's nature. Period.
That's what
We're
I'm saying.
soft. We're
That's-
innocent. That's what we are. Except for your girlfriend. Now your girlfriend's is something
Listen.
different. I'm
see-
just saying.
You see how a cat is like real sneaky and real quiet.
And what is a dog?
A dog always returns home. Cats, you just never know. They're
If
very
you feeding a
unpredictable.
cat is coming home. If you feed a cat is coming home.
No.
Yes.
Dogs will always come home.
No.
A cat.
I'm telling you.
A cat. Whoever
I
feeds the
feed
cat.
cats and they always at my door.
The cat is going whoever feeds him. That's
Well,
what
let me
they're
say
doing.
this. Let me go to these goddamn 90s.
Those were the best years of my life.
The best years of my life too.
Yeah.
And we were together. Not
Fun.
far as together. I'm talking about homeboy, homegirl.
Yeah,
we
so
hung out
much
every
fun.
day, all day together. But check it out. Is this a true statement? In them 90s, everybody was fucking everybody.
I believe
That's a true statement, whether you
believe
was in a
that.
relationship or not.
Ooh-wee.
Is that a true statement?
No, the 90s
Is that a
different.
true
She
statement?
said, "Put that."
Everybody was fucking everybody,
everybody
whether you was in a
you
relationship
know.
or not. See, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's
I'm
how
not
it
talking
was.
about, that's how it was. I'm not
That's how
talking
it
about
was.
the little half a
see, in the
decimal
90s?
percentage that say, oh, I wasn't. That's only a
so
half a
that's
decimal
a whole 10
percentage.
years. That's
Like you,
90 from
but for the most
90
part, everybody
to
was fucking
99.
everybody.
That's a whole 10 years.
like party
I've only
life.
been with 3
Oh, man.
people
Party
the
life.
entire 90s.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
Party life.
So that's
We had
where.
mad fun.
So you had to be on the defensive if you had a girlfriend at home,
Yeah.
Right.
or vice versa, or if you had a boyfriend at home. Because during that era, everybody was fucking everybody.
Then That's true.
Listen,
That is true.
No cap.
I
A lot of
can't
fuckers
agree
No
though.
cap.
But I can't agree.
No, when I say everybody, I don't mean there's probably a few. Like I said, the half a decimal percentage.
Right.
Half
We're
a
talking
decimal
about y'all.
percentage.
Yeah, it was a half a decimal
about
percentage.
y'all.
For the most part, the half a decimal percentage, you hear people say, "Oh, that mean okay, kudos, we give you that."
Right.
But I'm not talking about y'all.
Because I was
I'm
in
talking
a
about
relationship
I'm talking about the rest.
entire 90s. And my
Man.
first kid was born 90.
Aw.
Yeah, man, we was
So,
all in
that
relationships
was
in the
a
90s.
relationship.
But that didn't stop. The fucking everybody was fucking everybody. It literally was.
Yeah, yeah. The 90s
You
was a little
understand?
different.
And like, and even when my situation with the person I was with at the time, yes, she was doing her thing too. But I would
you
hear
care?
shit. No, I would hear shit. And that's the only way I would bring it to her attention if I hear it.
Yeah, but I never believed any of that.
Listen,
anyway.
no,
You
but
can't
it was
believe
true.
what you hear.
It was
though.
true. It was
but
true.
You really
It was
can't
true.
believe everything
It was
you
true.
hear.
It
Right,
was
I never
it was
believed
definitely,
that.
but it was definitely true though.
Everybody just hating
Because
on
you
it.
know
They
how
was
at the
also-
end,
It's
you-
how I
we
feel
know
about
when you
it.
finally
Yeah,
break up.
right.
When you do finally break up, it comes out.
Oh, right.
Okay, all right.
Sometimes,
Okay,
yeah.
so it comes out. So listen. So I'm telling you about how crazy my thinking was.
Okay, but you knew
Oh,
her, and you
Yeah.
said you didn't believe some of the stuff, right? And you didn't even believe it.
But
so-
why didn't you believe it though? See, that's what I'm trying to say because of that.
'Cause they were always together.
Listen, no, he wasn't. I was always hanging out. What are you talking about? I was always out.
Which relationship are you talking about?
Talking about the first one, even the second one.
Oh.
I was always
like,
out.
which one?
What are you talking about?
Oh. Yeah, but
I was
she
out
always
out of 7
home.
days of the week. I was out 6 days. No, that's what. See, that's what you think.
She was
See,
home.
that's the innocent thinking of a woman.
She
Thinking
was
that the
home,
woman was
though.
innocent and an angel. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. When it all came out, no, she wasn't.
I thought she was home.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but anyway, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not.
That's how good women are.
That's how good one. See, listen, I'm not judging.
good
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not judging about. I'm not talking bad about
What
them.
she was out.
Because we all was doing our thing.
Right.
It was a learning
Wild.
experience for us. We was wild. So I'm not talking
Yeah,
bad
so
about
much
them.
fun.
I'm just keeping it official. But let me tell you how crazy my thinking was. See, now I would hear shit and then I would bring it to her attention. And of course, the lying, like I would do in the beginning to the lying, okay, doing the swearing on my kids, swearing on the mother, swearing on all that shit. No, that's what they was doing. No, I'm telling you.
How do you
This is
swear
what I'm
your
trying to
kids
say.
and know you lying?
No, listen, exactly.
Yeah, that-
But listen, hold
I
on,
wouldn't
time
do
out.
that.
So
Yeah,
listen,
I would
That I'm not
never.
doing.
so listen. So, like I said, the only time I would bring it to attention if I hear something, because I'm so much into doing me, I really
That you're
didn't
not
give a
paying
fuck.
attention.
And then I'm not.
No, you're not
Yo,
paying
no,
attention.
I'm not at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I'm doing me heavily. When I tell you heavily, I'm doing me heavily. So check it. So now I'm hearing shit like, so I bring it to her attention. Of course, all the line, da 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 da. See, but that's the thing. Like I said, they play the innocent role and the innocent victim role, and they think that I'm supposed to believe that shit, just like I think y'all supposed to believe the shit when I tell a lie, but y'all be looking at it and say, okay, all right, yeah, we all right. So that's how I was doing. When you swearing on the kids and your mother and this and all that, I'm saying to myself, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
This bitch must think I'm stupid.
Yes.
This, and I call it my kids' mom. I'm just talking about that's how it was in the back. That's the language I use back then.
Right.
This bitch must think I'm stupid. So you know what? That gave me more fuel to turn up. Because that's how crazy my thinking was. My thinking was like this. Okay, all right, yeah, okay. If and when we do break up, I guarantee you my numbers is gonna be bigger than yours.
I'm done.
Yo, that's how crazy my thinking was.
Oh my God.
My numbers is gonna be big. That shit gave me fuel. Every time I heard shit and she lied about it, that shit gave me fuel to turn up. And that's what I did. You understand what I'm saying? So, and it was crazy back then. That's how wild and crazy it was back then. You know? So like I said, then when we do the breakup.
It was fun.
Listen, yeah, we did have fun.
Times.
But listen,
Lots of
but
fun.
when you do the breakup, and then, you know, the names start coming out a little bit, this and all that,
yeah.
da.
That's why. I
But my
did
numbers,
such and
yeah, and that's why I'm trying to say. So when we have that going back and forth, trust me, I'm gonna go on for days. You might end up, you might have to stop in 2 or 3 minutes. My list is going on for fucking days. My list is going on for days. All right, let's get into this bro code thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know what the bro code is? Everybody know? Because it's for the women and for the men too. You know what the bro code is?
What's the bro code?
You shouldn't mess with your friend's boyfriend if she used to mess with or the opposite.
Oh.
So what? Matter of fact, let's ask Vince first. How do you feel about? How do you feel about that? So you know what the bro code is now. I explained it to you. That
So if your friend has a girlfriend, they break up, should you can you mess with that girl? Is she off limits?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough one. But no, the bro code, nah, you gotta leave it alone.
Boko stands.
Worko stands?
Yeah.
For you, too? It stands?
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Let me just explain.
Yeah.
Here's
See,
the
here we go
thing.
with the innocent. I'm the innocent angel. Type
I'm
of
not
thing.
saying I'm
the,
an
the devil get ready to come out.
I'm not saying I'm an innocent angel.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, I have my youngest daughter's father.
Right.
Rest in peace, DL.
All right, God
Passed
bless.
away. But prior to him passing away, I told him about people that were
Trying to get at you.
right.
Okay.
We had a relationship that people didn't believe that we were not still being intimate, but we just had a good relationship. We were very good friends.
Oh, so at this time you're talking about y'all not together.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
And so, but I'm explaining to him, this one and this one and this one. And me knowing him means that if he didn't, the fact that he didn't say anything meant that he, one, didn't care.
Okay, we'll give a fuck. Yeah.
Right. Because it would have been. So it's not like, and it was numerous occasions that I explained to him, but this is not. It wasn't a bro. It was like the brother of a bro.
Oh, okay.
So this is bro. This is the brother.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever. But he knew. So he passed away. Okay, things, whatever. Big mistake because he wasn't worth the fucking dirt on the concrete.
Oh shit.
But whatever the case may be, I divulged the information.
Okay.
So I don't
All
feel
right.
like first and foremost, it wasn't the bro. It was the brother of the bro, and I divulged the information. So I don't feel like I.
So you think because you
violated
think because you divulged the information that it wasn't right? I mean that it was right? Just because
I think that because see, if you're gonna sneak around and do things, I feel like that's where the wrongness of what you're doing comes in. If
Okay.
you're honest and you're straightforward and which I try to be most times.
Right.
I'm not 100% honest with my kids. You can't be 100% honest with your kids. Well, Mom, why is such and such? You're not gonna. You make up stories or whatever the case may be. Just keep their minds innocent. It is what it is.
Right.
But I was honest about the situation, and there was not a word.
Okay. All right. What about you, homie?
I believe
What's your
that
outlook on it?
when people break up, you can go with anybody you want to. Anybody you want to. Y'all broke up for a reason. On to the next.
True.
And that's a fact.
True,
That's how.
true.
Now that's the
Or
same
to
way
the
I
next.
think.
True.
But don't get it twisted. Okay. This is something that we all were taught coming up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're going with someone, if you on to the next, you're not hiding it though. You
Right.
like this is what it is, right?
No, but you got a lot of people that like how he feels. He feels it's off limits.
No. My thing is, it depends on the close. If it's just an
Your
associate,
of the
your
relationship.
homie. And then
how close of a
man,
homie? though?
how close is who's your closest homie?
Like you have
Whoever your closest homie is,
But see, then you have some homies that don't really care, but then you have those homies that like. Will
that's
get
why I'm
their
asking you where
feelings.
you stand on it.
That's
Forget
what I'm
about where they
saying.
stand. Forget about what they stand on it. How do you stand on it? And you just said you think it's
But
off
if a
limits.
homie's really a homie, would the homie talk though? I wasn't in a situation.
I'm gonna get
where
into
I
this
had
in a minute. I'm
homies
gonna
come
break
at
it
me.
down in a minute, but I just
if
wanna
you're
hear from
really
him.
but if you're really a homie of somebody, if you're really close with that person, are you gonna talk to like the particular person I'm speaking about?
Right.
He was just like, I don't see how they do it.
Listen.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
If it's your homie and they just fucking, and it's your homie and they just fucking, he's like, yeah, I'm just fucking, I'm just hitting it. Then I'm fucking too. But if it's your homie and say, yo, I love her, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's my girl. I love her to death.
So it's off limits for you.
Then I'm a fall back a little bit.
Okay, what about if they break up? Like it's been 5 years down the line. Now they ain't been together in 5 years, or 2 years, or 3 years. What about then?
I would have to feel that out because I would have to
Okay.
see what kind of angle she
All right, so
come at me
then
with.
obviously you saying that it's kind of up in the sky. It's not no definite. I won't do it.
My thing is, if they're in love and they broke up and they love and that's all she talks about, then
even after a couple of years.
Even after a couple years. If
Okay,
if
all right.
yeah.
All right, my take is on. I feel like my homie right here, but I just got an interesting story real quick because, like I said, see, this is some shit that we were taught coming up. You know, you teach a lot of things, and and then after a while, when you get older and you start getting a little more mature, some shit that you taught it don't make no goddamn sense to you.
Exactly.
Like you understand what I'm saying? So now, speaking on this particular,
That's where the lies when you tell your kids certain things so they don't do things. That's
you
where
know-
that you be like,
yeah. Hold on, wait a minute.
she lied about that. Yeah.
So check it. So now this
but you
particular
say it,
thing,
you say it to protect the kids.
this particular situation that I'm about to talk about, one of my homies messed around with one of my. And also, it's not just the guy's fault either, because
she-
women
she's
be
a
knowing
willing-
too. Now, this say,
willing
for instance,
participant,
women be
yeah.
knowing that
Yeah.
two dudes is homies and don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, so hear me out.
It's the way he said it, though.
But let me tell you about this sucker shit I did. I did some real sucker shit, and I felt like a fucking lame. All right, so me and her ain't together no more. 95, 96. So one of my homies she's messing around with one of my homies. I come home from jail. I had did a little violation. She messed around with one of my homies. So, you know, here I go. But the bro code shit, even though I would do it. You understand? Even though I would do it.
Right.
But I'm just talking about bro code shit. So I felt I would just bring it up to her. Like, yo, damn, you can mess with one of my homies and shit, this and all that. I never said nothing to him. But I said something to her. I was like, oh, shit, that's what it is. You're going to mess around with one of my friends, like, da-da-da-da-da. And, of course, you know, because we had a nasty breakup. And, of course, she's like, you know, I'll do whatever I want, da-da-da-da-da. So, anyway, so after a while, my man, I was thinking, and I said, you know what? I cannot even believe I brought that sucker shit to her attention. I felt like a fucking lame.
Okay.
I felt like a real fucking lame, man. And at the time, mind you, this is the 90s. At the time, during that time, 95, 96, I was the #1 cheek spreader. That's the crazy shit about it. I was spreading cheeks.
He said he was
And my
the number
homie
one.
sitting right here. If I'm lying, she gonna tell you I'm lying. I'm not
100%.
lying. At that time, I was the #1 cheek spreader.
That
Every
being
night
said, I'm
somebody
glad he gave
different.
me my
Every day somebody different.
Everybody, that's what I'm trying to say. I was
Sometimes
the
we go from
#1
house to
cheek
house.
spreader, homie.
Right.
And I cannot
Yeah,
believe that I brought this sucker shit to her attention. Like, you understand? I felt like a lame. I felt like I almost demoted myself. Because at the time, I was the player president.
Okay.
I'm not even lying. It may seem like I'm bragging about it, but it's the God honest
not lying.
truth. I was the #1 cheek spreader at that time. I brought this sucker shit to her.
Yeah.
Well, see, but then, it's then that I realized that bro code got to be the most stupidest shit I ever heard. Now, let's break it down for a second now. What person made the bro code and why, do you think? Who came up with this bro code shit and why?
Somebody that went to jail.
Somebody that went to jail. What do you think?
Somebody just lonely and miserable.
What do you think? Who, like, what type of person made this up?
I don't care.
So I think it was a person that.
But can I say something?
Go ahead. You can say anything you want to
To
say.
be
Sweetheart.
honest, I don't want to be with no man that's been with any of my friends and or sisters.
Okay.
And that's just,
Okay.
I feel as if
There's no wrong answers here. So
I don't.
just
I
you
feel
understand what I'm
as
saying?
if you know what you gave him the opportunity. He probably comparing like I don't know. Like I'm too vain to have somebody think of. Oh yeah, she did, and this one is. And I can't. Me personally, I don't.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like I
Just,
said,
even just knowing Leon, I cannot be with somebody because I feel like it would taint our relationship.
right. But the homie don't care. But anyway, so anyway, let me get back.
He's gone,
Listen,
he's gone.
listen, exactly. So now
out
let me
there.
get back to who I think made this. It had to be
And
somebody.
to be honest, if you did mess with somebody, I was my ex, I probably wouldn't care. I don't want the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right. That's why we leave.
I
So-
don't really want him.
Right.
You know.
So
I
the
just don't feel
person,
comfortable
the
doing
person
it.
that I think came up with this shit, it was somebody that was in his feelings after the breakup, and just couldn't let go,
Okay.
and then came up with this notion of, a dude shouldn't mess with his homie's girlfriend if they break up.
Well, if you look at it, what was
Yeah, we did this cold.
what was that?
That's what I think
we
made
go-
it somebody like that.
I think we
'Cause
should have did some research on that.
Yeah.
Where did this bro
That's why I think it's
come
the most
from?
stupid thing in the world. Let me ask you another question real quick before you say something.
Okay.
The question is, it's not if you respect the bro code or not, but my thing is, why would you care if somebody why would you care?
Because you're
Why would you care?
You're not together. We're
I
not
would
together.
not care. I do not care. That's why when I did that lame shit, I was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, man? You can't. You don't go with her no more. Nobody can't control or regulate, because that's what it kind of is.
Right.
Somebody trying to control and regulate who you should and should not fuck.
Yeah, right.
You know,
yeah,
and a mature adult knows that's impossible. You cannot regulate or try to control who can sleep with who. I don't give a fuck if it is your ex. You might not like it. You might still be in your feelings. Yeah, we get it. But ain't that doing you? If they mess around, nobody's doing nothing wrong. I don't think.
But
You
why
just don't like it.
But why
Right.
would you even be in your feelings? You're not together.
No, but a lot of people are. No, that's why they be. That's a lot of people are. You won't believe how many people go by this bro code, or so a lot of them say they do. You understand? But a lot of people feel like that, and that's my question. Why would you even care? It's the only reason why you would care, because obviously you must still have feelings, and you don't know how to let go and move on.
Right. Gotta let go.
You understand? Yo, DMX said it the best in one of his verses. Word up. How did he say it? He said, I'm tired of weak niggas whining over pussy that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them?
Yeah.
What's wrong with them? Whining over pussy that don't belong to them. Yo, the pussy ain't even yours when you are with them.
well, that's true. Right.
Technically,
It's still theirs.
It's
You
mine.
know, they gonna
It
do whatever
belongs
they
to me.
want to this. You know, understand what I'm saying?
Right? It's mine. As a matter of fact, I wish I could take back some of mine from some.
Yeah, but that's
How can I get that back? I'm gonna need that back.
yeah, but that was the
You
craziest
wasn't
thing.
worth it.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard. Now that I'm older and a lot more mature,
What,
because
somebody
like
want to take back their vagina?
because my question is, like I said, no, absolutely not. But my question is, why would you even care?
Right.
Right.
That's the $1 million question. Why would you care if you not together no more? It's been a couple of years. I don't give a fuck if it was a year later.
Exactly.
You're supposed to be worrying about your own life and what
get
you're
over
supposed to be doing. Why is you worrying about who your homeboy fucking and who your ex is fucking? You understand? So I think that shit is the most.
But do you mind if your homeboy come to you and say, "Yo, man, I was with such and such. She sucked the meat off my." Are y'all gonna have that conversation about your ex?
Hey, no, because you know why?
I'm just saying.
What is boundaries?
No, it's boundaries. Yeah.
That
We're not gonna go into detail. We're not gonna go into details. And my nigga, you already know what type of dude I am, so you already know what I'm doing with her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what type of dude Reese Copeland is, so you already know the type of shit I'm doing because you hung out with me when we was in these orgies.
doing it.
Thing.
When I
While we was in
doing
these
it,
orgies, so you know what type of dude I am.
Oh man.
No, but
man,
bro, I don't
man.
really, I don't mean to.
But we're
say
not gonna
this.
go into details.
I'm not trying
Definitely
to
not
be.
gonna do that.
Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but yo, why you leave? Cause she making me want to marry her.
Oh my goodness.
But that's why they broke up though, because some people click and some people don't click.
don't.
They
Yeah.
weren't
Yeah.
clicking.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
you found somebody you clicking with. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's true. That is true. That is
No.
true.
And the chances that you meet every person in the world is slim to none. So the person that might be your forever might be in your immediate radius.
Oh yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. But I just want to make clear to everybody. I mean, we laugh and have a good time like that. You know, that used to what I was talking about. The shit I used to do, the running around and doing that. You know, that was in my past. I don't operate like that no more.
Try to be a good man.
Yeah.
Whoever's
Because you know why?
watching,
You know why? Because
he's
I
a
done
good
did.
man now.
I done did so much negative. It's nothing else for
Right.
me to do negatives.
Right.
It's only positive shit that I need to
Positive.
do. So that's what's left for me to do, and that's what I'm going to do. So if and when I ever do get into a relationship, I'm not going to cheat. I ain't even going to give a fuck about what she going to do. Because no, for real.
Right.
Because I have nothing to prove anymore. See, back in the days,
That's
when I was in the 90s, when I was
big
immature,
for him,
thinking it
right?
was going on and that
Right.
crazy shit, I had a lot to prove.
But if you find out, what are you
now-
doing? Are you leaving?
Oh yeah, I'm leaving.
That's
But we still could be friends. I'm still not going to be
Right,
mad at you.
Right.
But I
I'm
feel
leaving,
like that's
though.
the thing to
No,
do,
I'm leaving,
like,
though.
I'm not gonna
Like,
pay
you understand what I'm saying? No.
There should be
I'm
bro
leaving.
code, no bro code. No
I don't.
nothing.
You know, to me, I can't say how everybody else feels about it, but to me, I don't think there should be none.
Okay.
Because it's the most stupidest thing I ever heard. Because it's almost like you're trying to control who I can
Regulate,
and cannot have sex with.
Yeah, regulating. Yeah, some.
And then they always say, well, why? It's a whole bunch of other girls in the world. Why I got to be her? Because I wanted to be her. And that's another thing they say too.
Well.
Okay, go ahead.
You got Nikki Barnes is probably one of the first people to come up with a list for the commission.
That was for the commission. Yeah.
and that was one of the stipulations. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
mess with each other's
Right.
girls.
But
That
obviously,
was within their like little circle or organization for this to work. For
but you
us
see
to
how
do
that
what
worked
we're
out,
doing.
though.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You see how that worked out.
Yeah, because women are just women.
Yo,
women.
listen. Let me tell you something. I was a dog running around using women as sexual toys and all that stuff and everything like that. At the end of the day, though, I want everybody to know this. I don't trust women. No, I'm not gonna never trust them. Far as you understand what I'm saying? But
That's what they were doing with you.
But listen.
Period.
But I love women.
women are
Yo,
persuasive.
I love women, man.
You should look
I
at us.
love women. Exactly. I love women. It's just a relationship thing that I'm not too keen on.
Right.
And that's why another reason why I'm not in a relationship, because I'm still a lot of work in progress for me. You understand what I'm saying? And I need to focus. And I got shit I want to do and I want to accomplish. The last motherfucker I was with brought me the fuck down. Me and the kids. Like, you understand what I'm saying? No. It's the truth. It's the truth.
It's the way you,
You
say
understand?
it.
But I'm
though.
not mad. I forgave her.
know.
I forgave her and everything like that. But this what I'm trying to say. You wonder why I don't trust women. There's no loyalty, and not every single woman.
Right.
But, a lot.
So,
But there's a lot of women with no loyalty or no faith, no
And
faithfulness.
so with that being said, now I don't know who these people are. She may know I don't know who these people are, so I'm just speaking straight off the cuff. Could it be the ones you're choosing?
Who knows? Like I said, I only had 2 girlfriends. So it ain't like, I only had 2 girlfriends. I slept with a lot of women, but I only had 2 girlfriends.
Right.
All the other
I
women
never
was
even thought of
outside
that.
of the relationships. And I only had 2 girlfriends. But listen, I'm not trying to say.
But maybe you pick.
I mean, everybody always going to say.
You got kids, so
Let me
I would
say
never
this.
say they're the wrong
I don't
women
think
because your kids
Right.
came out of the relationship.
I don't think it's who I picked. It's just the way I was moving and the way things were
Right.
back then. We were all young. So it's not that who I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna
So
blame,
would you say
put it all on them.
would you
See, this
say
is what I
you
don't
wasn't
like, Charlie.
mature enough for
No, I
it?
wasn't. No, and they weren't either. But this is what I don't like when it comes to these conversations that we're having about women and men. I don't women bash and nothing like that. See, what I don't like is that women don't hold themselves accountable for a lot of the fucked up shit that they do in relationships. And I'm not talking about you. What do y'all think is the number one cause of a failed relationship? What do y'all think?
I think
What's the
it's-
reason? What is it?
I think it's lying and holding secrets.
Okay, what do you think?
Right. Not lack of communication.
What do you think?
Same thing.
Yeah, I do too.
So basically,
It's
we all
it's
said
the
the same
communication,
thing, right?
It's the communication thing. Lack of and don't know how to. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, it's true.
There's a lot of us that don't know how to communicate in relationships.
Right.
See, I don't want to live like that no more.
Right. You want to be.
Because my
open
mouth was
and
dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? And the women's
Yeah.
mouths is dangerous too.
Right.
Like, you understand what I'm
I
saying?
I thought we were worse though.
No,
right?
no.
According to them.
Until
like,
you meet
we
me. But the thing is, that's toxic thinking and that's toxic
Right.
behavior. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, everything
Yeah.
was a learning experience for us. You understand, man? Everything was a learning experience for us. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at nobody. But the thing I don't like about the women is that a lot of women do a lot of fucked up shit in relationships and try to make it seem like they don't. And the number one thing is it's not cheating. It's not cheating. The number one cause of failure. It's communication, and it's either lack of or don't know how to.
Right.
Because once somebody get mad, if people get mad in a relationship, they think that's go time to start disrespecting each other. And it shouldn't be like, it's not supposed to be like, you can be mad and argue, and it shouldn't be no disrespecting and cursing.
But I'd say, like, if you're gonna argue with somebody, clear the air, like fix whatever issue that you're arguing about, opposed to hitting below the belt.
Yeah. But sometimes it don't be like that. Sometimes it come out first argument. Yeah. Motherfuckers coming out hitting below the belt.
Yeah, F you with your short self.
Yeah, word. This is little dick nigga, all this and all that.
Just like you.
Yo, a whole bunch of shit. And here I come with the recuction. I was nice with it.
That's why I was swimming in yolk.
Yeah, so it's all toxic. And even now,
titties, they like bee stings, and not in a good way.
And even now, but even now, you still have, I see a lot of women on Facebook, and and I came across some women now that I'm single, and some of them would be like, oh, now you don't finally met your match. So like, I never thought it was a competition, first of all. And number two, you really not my match. But this is not a competition, though. See, automatically thinking it's a competition is automatically a failed relationship from the start.
Right.
Because they going to challenge you every single time. Yeah. A lot of women, all they want to do is challenge men. It's challenge men.
It's true.
You understand what I'm saying? And we somehow... And like I said, man, the gig is up with the women playing innocent victims. Like I said, it's not every single person, but a lot of women play innocent victims and act like they're innocent angels. The gig is up.
True. But sometimes
the gig is up.
But sometimes there's really nothing there.
Yeah, that too.
I've been accused of things, and me and my daughter have this thing called Life 360. That kid know where I'm at. Every move I make.
That sounds familiar, though.
And I've been accused of things that I'm sitting right next to my kid while I'm being accused. I've been accused of doing things, and I'm at work. It's, you. There's no denying that unless somebody cloned me.
You see what she said at work? See, one of mine's.
No, I'm really at work though.
No, we're supposed to be at work.
No, but I'm really at
going to
work.
dude's house.
Yes.
I'm really at work though. Not supposed to be at work. I'm at work.
That's you though. But one of mine's was supposed to be at work, but was at dude's house.
Yes.
Yeah, but
you understand what I'm saying?
But how? See. How could you not? Because my paycheck is the same.
No, I don't watch. See, I wasn't. That's just it. I wasn't watching. I was a drug dealer. I'm not worried about her money.
But if
I don't care what hours she put in.
But
that wasn't my concern.
But don't I have responsibilities as your girlfriend? I have certain responsibilities. So when I was coming short with that, wasn't you like?
Well,
not me per se, but as your girlfriend, when they were coming short with that, wasn't you like?
No, she wasn't never coming short. Just because you took off that day don't mean you still ain't getting paid for it.
Exactly.
You got vacation time. You could use your vacation days.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Like, come on.
Well, shoot, I'm not taking the day.
This how nice. See, this is what the women was doing.
I'm not taking the day off for nobody.
No, you understand what I'm saying?
And especially if you're not paying me what I'm getting
once again,
for the day.
I'm not talking bad about my kids' mothers, man. You know, we was all doing our thing.
I can't.
You understand what I'm saying? But yeah,
that dick will always be there.
You know what I mean?
That money will not. If I'm not at work, I won't get that money.
Right.
And then on top of that,
to be there.
And then on top of that, and then when you do break up, they over here boo-hooing to this and then that one, telling about all the fucked up shit
that you did,
but leaving out all the fucked up shit they did.
Yeah.
See, that's the shit that bothers me.
Yeah.
It's not about who's wrong or who's right. That's what bothers me. Own up. Hold yourself accountable like us men do.
How many men come out and just be like,
a lot
you know
of men.
what?
No.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
After a point, they do.
Since we got together.
No, after a point, they do.
When I was at such and such, when you thought I was doing something, guess what? I was. You got me.
After a point, they do. After a point,
After
men
what
do.
point? When you break up?
Men, yeah, maybe so.
At what point?
Maybe so, but at least we do it.
I wanted the
Women
truth.
will not do it.
I wanted the truth March 21st, 1991. I don't want the truth in 2015.
Well, at least you get it from us somewhere down the line. We will not never
in
get it from
2015,
women.
I'm with somebody
They
else.
will.
They will.
They'll take that to their
They
grave.
take like if they wrong, they're not gonna let you know that they wrong.
You're taking that to
I
their
think
grave.
that's certain people.
They're gonna use your shit
Against
to
you
make
forever.
them look
Yeah.
good.
Like they would
Like they were
justify.
some energy, yeah, like they were justified and like they were innocent angels and wasn't doing anything.
But I don't think that's everybody though.
No, I'm not saying every single body, but a lot. But a lot. It's very a woman that's gonna hold herself accountable and say, you know what? I was like when you break up, the woman's always gonna say it's the men's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Very few women's gonna say, nah, it was my fault too. We both was fucked up.
Yeah.
You ever heard a woman say that? Any of your girlfriends? I never heard nobody say that.
Look,
I never heard
which
nobody
goes
say
back
that.
to one of his posts again. Anita Baker was the first person to ever apologize to a woman in the history. I said, I can't believe what that is not true. I was like, that is not true. And this is where like we have a difference of opinion, not because I think it's just I don't have a problem with being honest. Like,
Yeah, that's you. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot, dude.
But there's a lot of
lot,
me
dude.
though.
There's a
They're
lot.
just married.
Yeah, but I just ain't ran across them.
You know, right?
I don't see him.
I ain't
just
ran
married.
across them. I haven't ran across them.
Or with someone.
I guarantee you talk to both my exes, they're gonna say I was the problem,
Mm-hmm.
and trust me, it's not. It wasn't just me.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just think about the odds of all these failed relationships and all
it's
the
always
men.
the
for?
men, yeah.
Think about the odds of that.
You know why? Because
That's-
we point our finger at the
crazy.
cheating.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have a problem with the
But a lot of
cheating.
y'all be cheating too.
After the fact.
No, some of them come through the door cheating. Some of them do the same thing. Some of them are cheating just like you cheating and all that stuff.
I
You
met
understand
you when
what
I
I'm
was
They didn't even
cheating.
get rid of the last man.
No, they didn't even get rid of the lady. Yeah, exactly.
He's still hanging on
Yeah.
in the back.
So,
I don't think it's that.
but
I think,
once again, I love my
I think
women.
it's potentials. We have potentials. I can have 3 potentials in the wings. It depends on which potential decides to step up and say, this is what I'm willing to do. And that's when the potentials get cut off. So it's not really cheating. When you're dating and you're getting to know people, that's not cheating. You're getting to know.
Man, I'm talking about strictly cheating. I'm talking about strictly
Fucking.
disrespecting motherfuckers in them side relationship. Women, mouth is crazy. Like you understand? I'm
I'll
talking about
admit
all
to
that
that.
stuff. I'm talking about all
I'll
that
admit
stuff.
to that.
You
I will
understand? But you
admit
got a
to
lot
it.
of women that's not. Very few women on here will say, "Yeah, I can admit my mouth is kind of crazy."
But if my
Very
mouth is
few.
if my mouth is crazy, if my mouth is crazy, what does that justify for you to do?
No, listen. See, I'm a,
if my
I don't- listen. My
my
thinking.
effort, like I'm hitting below the belt like a.
Oh,
I'm
my
just
justify me. I'm gonna go
You
crazy.
go back. You go back.
That was
right?
my thinking then,
Right.
but my thinking is different
Right.
now. Now I'm not going to entertain it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm not going to go back and forth with it. I'm not going to entertain it. You understand? Because I'm a different person now. You understand what I'm saying? And back in the days, I definitely would have entertained it, but I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm not even going to entertain it now.
Right.
Not even at all. I just don't understand how women talking about they want all these men, they want this type of man, but you talking to the motherfucker like he's a goddamn child, or it's just the disrespect is crazy.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
It's
get
just-
that.
It's just
I
crazy,
get that.
man. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
I could definitely.
You know what and I'm saying men there's a lot of men that do the same thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Both can be toxic. But I choose my day now. I don't.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not
as you
entertaining
get
that.
as you get older and you mature,
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you're
mature.
kind of
You
like
see
Yeah, now it's like
differently,
different
right?
perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
a lot. I see things
Yeah.
a lot differently.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to entertain something like that no more.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I wouldn't.
I'm not even going back
entertain
and
now.
forth. I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to do none of that shit with you. I'm in my own world. I was always in my world, on my own world when I was in relationships. So just imagine me now. I'm not in none. I'm in my own world. Like,
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
So-
think I know somebody. I think I could hook you up.
Oh, nah, most definitely.
I- no, for
I would
real.
appreciate it.
I think
if
you
it ain't
would
gonna be
really
you,
like her.
if it ain't gonna be you, then I ain't. You know, I ain't even.
You heard what Poppy just said?
If it ain't gonna be you,
That
I ain't. No, yeah, I'm a different man now. But anyway, I'm not even looking for a relationship at this time in my life, man. I'm trying to get my life together here. You understand what I'm saying? That's my number one priorities, getting my life together. I'm behind schedule. You know, the people at my job I work with.
But the only reason why you're behind schedule is
because of the life I chose.
Yeah,
I'm not blaming nobody but myself.
Right.
But listen,
but I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that you are on schedule because if you
I'm behind.
If you didn't have setbacks, you would be where?
Right.
So you're on schedule for your life.
Okay, let me take
You're on schedule.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but let me just give you this example. I got people at my job that I'm working with. They've been working there at Stony Brook for 30 years, 35 years. I got 5 years in.
That's good though.
At 55? Not really.
It's good.
I mean, it ain't too late to start. I can say that, but it ain't good. I'm supposed to be retired at 55. I'm supposed to be retired and got another job.
Yeah.
You know how you know how your parents used to do? They retire and then get another job
and retire
you
from there
understand
too.
what I'm saying?
They
Yeah,
got two retirement
I'm
coming
way
in.
behind schedule because
Extra
I'm playing with the
security.
streets.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm way behind schedule.
I got you.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
here's my
just
homegirl
different.
right here. Listen, tell them the other day I picked you up on Mother's Day. Took you to Plaza 99. This girl came out. I parked her, and this girl came out, jumped down. So she said, "Oh shit, look at the little cutie over there." And then you looked over at me, and you was like, "What? But damn, you ain't running down no more." Right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
She had to
you're
ask
not.
me. She was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
you don't run down on them no more."
No, he didn't say a word. I was shocked.
I'm a changed person. I do more.
Yeah,
I
that's
do more
right.
talking.
I'm shocked too. I'm looking at
No,
him
I'm
like,
good.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
I do
And she
more.
was
You see
fly
me? I
as
be
hell.
on
She was
Facebook.
fly.
You see, I be on
Back
Facebook
in
bugging out.
They deserve. She was fly too.
Right.
Yo, Leon,
This
I
is
be on
not-
Facebook bugging out, but I'm trying to let them know I
is
do
not
more.
Maurice. I'm
I do
sorry.
more
Right.
talking.
Somebody cloned him.
No, I do more
No, I'm
talking
saying-
now than action.
Than action.
Right.
Yeah.
Before I was all action.
Right.
But now I do more talking
That's good though.
than anything. You understand what I'm
He
saying?
picked you
So-
up and took you out on Mother's Day.
Oh no, I was going to get my nails done,
no,
right?
she's gonna get nails done.
I don't
Yeah,
even
right.
think I got a happy
No, yes,
Mother's
you
Day
did.
from his stinking
Don't even say that. Cause we can go
Look,
check.
he
We can
getting
check
ready.
the
Look, he about
records.
to look.
Let's
Look.
check
Word of my mother.
Yeah, let's do
Let me
that.
prove this. We gotta check the records on this.
Yeah, we got to
We gotta
do
check
that.
the record on this. I reached out to everybody. Let me see.
Let me see. Did you? Maybe.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute.
See it?
Nope.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Enjoy your day working. Hold on. So.
Oh, I got HoodStarzz.
Y'all got a long history of texting. I like that.
All he,
Nice.
Oh no, I don't
it's
got my
still
phone.
rolling.
I got my.
all he do is talk shit too, and most of it.
Nah, I
is-
can't tell you probably because I got a new phone, so that message is not in here.
Oh,
Yeah, that message is not in there. It's,
What date? What date was that?
Mother's Day was.
May 15th.
Okay, so look for May 15th.
Look for me.
Right. The 15th. When
Was it the 15th?
Somewhere around there. something
Okay,
like
that's
that.
May 7th. That's May 19th. Yeah,
You gotta
see?
keep going back.
What's the 19th?
See? I got May 7th from you. Okay, you was asking me about the podcast. I said, okay, I got you. I got you. Who'd you
I
did?
didn't.
No, you did not. I told you you
Oh,
didn't.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
See, I told you you didn't.
Happy late Mother's Day, Charlie.
F you.
I
You could
forgot.
pick
No,
me
Oh,
I
up.
forgot, man.
It was the
I
14th.
forgot.
I got a text from him
You see the
May
14th?
look, May 7th, and then after that, May 19th.
Now, listen, hold on, wait a minute. And see all this shit she talking about, this and all that. Let me tell you something. This is the reason why I wanted to have one of those conversations today about people holding people down in prison. When I first seen you, when I came home, you gave me the impression that
I was
you was a
holding it
wifey,
down, right?
holding it down, waiting for your man to come home. So I never crossed that line. See, the old Reese would have crossed the line. But the new Reese, I didn't cross that line. So it wasn't until the last week when I was talking to you about coming on a podcast about the conversation that you started saying something totally different. That's why I think something changed between then to now. And what probably changed? Because
My
listen,
daughter's in college. My youngest went to college.
Okay, maybe
so
that too.
It's a year. She's been in
maybe
college
that
a year
too.
and a half.
Maybe that too, or the fact that waiting on these appeals, and these appeals are not moving fast as you thought.
Maybe it's not the appeals. Maybe it's being accused of things that you don't do or have not done.
So wait a
Because if
minute.
I wanted to do something, listen.
So
ain't
wait a
really
minute. So
stopping
he
me.
really thinks
It's
that.
mine.
Okay, wait a minute though.
I do
so
what I want with it.
see,
If
this
I
is why I
wanna
want
put
to
it
have
on the
that conversation.
table.
We're getting somewhere
I
now. We're getting somewhere now. So he really expects you not to do nothing? with a
No.
25-year sentence?
It's not that, and I didn't say that, y'all. I didn't say that.
No.
But listen, it's point blank. Period. My priorities in life has changed. I could
Yeah,
do
things
what
can
I
change.
I could do what I can do. I'll be there. I will never not be a loyal friend.
Right.
Maurice, you could call you. Come on, you know I know you for.
See, that's the only thing I would expect. I would expect some loyalty. I wouldn't expect you to
could
save
call
the
me-
pussy.
Right.
I would expect some loyalty.
I will always
Right.
be loyal.
Yeah, you
Like,
understand what I'm saying?
I know him for.
That's what I
Go
respect
on,
you.
I'm going through my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you got locked up? Oh. The fuck?
Yo, you see what that's
What
I'm
you
saying?
doing?
Yeah, nigga, I'm going, yo.
Where you at?
And a motherfucker can't be mad at you for that.
It was the,
Joaquin,
it was the
locked up?
commentary for me. She said, "I'm going through my phone."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she
yeah.
said, "What? You got locked up?" The commentary.
Listen, you didn't know this. You didn't know this. Okay, let me talk about me real quick because I was in that predicament too. With old girl. I'm not gonna say no names.
Right.
No, please
Okay,
don't.
now yeah, so but listen. I met her. I was out on bail. I was out on
Bunch
bail.
of bitches right now wanting to fight me because of him,
No.
just for me being here.
Nah, of course
Trust
not.
me.
Listen.
His convoy is long.
Listen, the girl I was talking to when I was out on bail, you know, we met at your barbecue. Well, I know her for a long time, but when I seen her at your barbecue that day, she wasn't with old dude. You know, long story short, messed around for a little bit, but I didn't take it seriously. So then my case got sent over to the feds. When you first came to visit me in jail, she was there. She came with you, and I was shocked. I was like, what you doing here? Like, you understand what I'm saying? So she was like, yo, what, you thought I was going to leave you hanging? This and that. See, now what we don't do, I don't know how serious my situation is because it's still only the beginning. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So then after she came in that business, she started coming, you know, saying, wow, this and all that. And then one day she came up on the business. She was like, yo, if you want me to hold you down and everything like that, I think we should get married. So I was like, what? Married? Like, no, for real. I was like, so wait a minute. No, shout out to her. She did nothing wrong. It's all me. Like, you know, shout out to her. But anyway, so I was like, what? You get married? So then when I went back to my dorm, I started thinking, right? I'm saying to myself, damn, I might be going for a long time. Listen, so I said, I might be going for a long time. Like, you understand? So it probably wouldn't be
The best.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be so bad to have somebody roll with me. Because, listen, when I tell you I was going through a dark period in my life, that was the most darkest period in my fucking life. Because not only because I'm over here in the feds, it's just the way this shit happened and who did it. I was fucked up behind that shit. I really was. I didn't show it, but I was fucked up, man. I was in a dark place. And she brought light.
Yep.
Coming to me, you understand what I'm saying? This and all that, she brought light, this and all that. So why not? We got married, all right? So we had got married in there, this and everything like that. So I wasn't sentenced yet. So I should say about like 6 months or 7 months after I got married to her, I got sentenced. So I finally knew what I was gonna get because over there, you don't know what type of sentence you're gonna get until sentencing day. So anyway, so long story short, so after I got sentenced. So now I'm thinking, now I'm relieved. A lot more, now I'm good. I got 10 years. I know 10 years sounds like a long time, but 10 years over in the feds is like a 1 to 3 in the state. It's equivalent to it. Motherfuckers be begging for 10 years over there in the state. Over there in the feds. Because you get daylight. There's daylight at the end of the tunnel. So I said, damn, I'm right. I already got 18 months in, almost 2 years in. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I only got, and you only do 8 out of 10. So I only got like 6 more to do. You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to think, like, hold on. Number one, when I was in my last relationship, I said, if and when I get out of this shit, I'm not never getting into another relationship.
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you, boy? It's like I had an epiphany one night.
Right.
I said, boy, what the fuck? Here you go again. Like when I did that lame shit, when I brought the shit to my ex, talking about why you messing with me, some lame shit. I said, baby, what type of lame shit did you fucking do?
Oh my God.
And I said, no, you know that shit ain't right. That's not what you want to do. So I said, yo, because when I get out, I know that I'm going to be starting from scratch again. And I don't want no relation. I don't want no parts of nothing. So what I had to do And I said, and she ain't gonna wait no goddamn 10 years for I'm not giving up that pussy.
Yeah.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? And I don't expect her to. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let her go her way.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning when I get on this phone, I'm gonna have a conversation with her. And she probably was happy too at the time, you
Relief.
know, 18. Yeah, relief. That's a lot. Coming up there visiting. I was in Queens and shit. Coming up visiting, sending money every week, this and all that, phone call. That's a lot. So I explained to her, I was like, listen, man, I got married for the wrong reason. I'm sorry. You understand what I'm saying? I said, but this is not what I wanted to do. And this is not what I'm going to want to be in when I get out. So I think it's best if you go your own way. And we agreed right then and there. And then, like a year before I came home, I put in the paperwork for our divorce. See, you do it in there. It's for free, and it don't take that long. We ain't had no property or nothing to split up. We ain't had nothing to split, so it was easy. But I did it in there. We ain't had to pay nothing.
Oh, that's good.
So the shit was already done and everything like that. She signed the papers and everything in there, and it was good. But shout out to her. I really appreciate you, what you did. In case you're watching this, you know who you are. You got me through a difficult time, a difficult, dark period in my life, because shit was really dark for me at that time. You know what I mean? But I'm into being upfront. I'm into being honest now these days. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not trying to lead nobody on, this and all that. I don't want to sound selfish, but when you're working on yourself, you have to be selfish.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's,
have to be
that's a
selfish.
problem, but I don't know if you realize that not being selfish is mental health as well. Like, people that don't think about themselves have some mental issues that maybe they need counseling over, because it's not healthy to not put yourself first before any and everything.
Right.
It's not healthy.
Yeah, it's not. And it's hard to get away with something like that when you're in a relationship, because your other partner ain't going to want to hear that.
Right.
That's
Right.
why, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Your other partner's not going to want to hear that.
That's true.
It's us. You know what I mean? And no, not for me. It's
And
not
it's
us.
hard to work on me when there's a us.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
There
It's
you
really
go.
hard.
It's hard to work
It
on
is
me when
hard.
it's us.
It is hard.
You understand? It's very hard. So, and so that's what it is, man. And I appreciate this conversation we had today, man. You know what I mean? And so what's the solution out of all this? Before we end this, what's the solution? You got men blaming the women and the women blaming the men. What is the solution to where we can all meet on that common ground one day? Because we're not on common ground.
You did say accountability.
Right.
And so I guess we can take more accountability. I'm not going to say me because I'm single.
No, but what I'm saying though,
but I mean, we could take more accountability, and
That's all I
not
ask
for
for.
nothing. I know, I'm getting better. That I know I could be a chatterbox, and it's got to be annoying.
Right.
Like my kids tell me,
Yes, me
right? My kids tell the little one still living with me. She be like, "Oh God, please."
Yes.
She's
My daughter be
talking.
saying the
She be
same
like,
motherfucking thing.
"Oh, all
Right.
right, look, all right already." So, not for nothing. I'm, we could work on it, but I think that if
But you're doing the right thing, homie, because you're single now. So you're getting to work on yourself. Now you know the points you need to work on if you ever want to get back into a relationship.
Right.
And it's more easier
Right.
to work on them as you're single.
But it's
now.
it's easier to not to talk so much too when you have somebody of substance next to you.
Right. Yeah. Right.
It's easy to say, "Oh wow, I like that." He's reading a book. Let me go sit in it. We talk. Read the book to me. We read it to each other. We're not talking.
Disturbing his
Dude,
peace.
yeah, right?
Oh my goodness.
Stand in front of the football game. That's annoying. It's annoying for me.
Yo, the only thing
move
I ask
out
for, like, if I'm in a relationship, man, this is where, and I mean this. You gotta leave me the fuck alone.
I need peace. Yeah, I need.
You gotta leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
I'm not gonna bother you either.
Right.
You gotta leave me the fuck
Sometimes, yes.
alone.
Just
Leave
learn-
me be.
I don't even mind. You can even bother me. I don't even mind.
No,
that.
I can't. I don't.
But when I say all right already, shut the F up and sit the F down.
Yeah.
Why are you in my face?
That's what I'm talking about. Word.
Like I
it
can't
gotta come to a time.
Because I expect you to, air out whatever you're feeling. I don't want to have a conversationless relationship. Say what you got to say.
See, my shit always gonna be the same thing every time, though. If I gotta say what I gotta say, yo, just leave me the fuck alone.
That's not what
That's all I ask. That's gonna be my excuse every time when we sit down and talk. Yo, leave me the fuck alone. That's it. Bye. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I got to say.
Yo,
Leave me the fuck alone.
leave me the fuck alone with the bullshit, man.
That's
Word.
it, though. It's like, and you think that it's not just us. It's
No, I
y'all
know.
Too. Like,
that's why I said,
it's like,
what's going to bring us?
What the F is wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think? What do you think? What's the solution? Because you got the women blaming the men. Hold on, wait a minute. We forgot all about I forgot one thing before this shit ends. About the list of demands that y'all want. The list is like this.
Yes.
Including the moon and the sun on it.
Yeah.
You want my list?
Your list is crazy. And as soon as you don't do one thing on that list, it's a problem.
Yeah.
But
Why is that?
But you know why? It's because if we tolerate this, then you're going to push it to do this.
But what about what we got to tolerate? We tolerate shit too.
All you tolerate is like a lot of mouth, and not for nothing. Some people do understand if you be like, yo, shut the fuck up today. People do understand that.
Right.
So it's not.
The list is crazy, man. Come on,
The
man.
list is crazy. The list is crazy. But the list.
And y'all really expect this from the men.
Yeah, but the list is crazy because we don't want to settle. If one of these things on the list is not right, we feel like we're settling.
That's a good definition. That's good. Answer.
Okay, how do you feel about the list? Your
I
list long?
believe
I think the list should be.
It's not that long.
I don't ask for
but
much. That's
I
what I'm
make sure
saying.
the man is well taken care of. So I expect my.
So a man ain't gonna have no
my
problem.
little
Yeah.
list, so it goes both ways.
Because you want me to do this, you want me to do that, you
Right.
want me to do that. I have to look a certain
partnership.
way. You want my nails done. My hair has to be done. You
I agree
want
with
this.
that.
Like, why you want all of that? You want
no, I
all
agree
of that.
I agree
gotta
with that
cook.
list.
I
I
gotta
agree
cook.
with your list.
I gotta clean. And I gotta work too.
Yeah,
and then
I
you
agree.
want me to
I
turn
agree.
around and sit on it backwards.
I agree
and
with your
hang
list.
From the chandelier
If
and
you're
do a
doing
cartwheel
what you
on
said
it.
that you're doing,
Right.
like if your woman is doing,
partnership.
if you're doing your part
Partnership.
as you know,
Right.
So how
keeping
you
me
complaining
satisfied,
about
but
the list?
no, the list because a lot of time
It's one-sided.
it's one-sided.
Right.
You want all this list, but you run it in my mouth. You're talking to
Right.
me like I'm a goddamn child, like I'm a little kid, like you have no respect for me. But you want all this motherfucking list.
Right.
You're getting on my nerves. You're doing all this motherfucking dumb shit. Adam, you understand what I'm saying?
No, he
but
said
you
dumb
expect,
shit and you getting on my
yeah,
nerves.
and you getting on my motherfucking nerves.
Yeah.
But you still want this long ass list. As soon as the motherfucker ain't doing it, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have.
Yeah, but that's
if
when
if you're doing it just like you said, you said,
Right.
if you're making sure I'm satisfied, leaving me the fuck alone. My number one satisfaction,
fuck alone.
besides
That's his
besides the
favorite
sexual
one.
shit, is leave me the fuck alone. If you're doing that, if you're doing those things, making sure I'm sexually satisfied and leaving me the fuck alone,
What about
I don't
the
got a problem
cooking
with
and the
that.
cleaning? And
No,
do
but
you
I'm
have to have
saying,
a job?
I mean.
See, you got a list too. Y'all
Nah.
just not saying it.
Of
We're
course.
we're verbal about our
Listen,
list, but y'all got lists
if
too.
we're not
Hair
financially
gotta be done,
stable,
and
if
do
we're
not
in a relationship where both of us got to work, of course you're gonna have to have a job. But if I'm the breadwinner and I'm making a lot of money, then no, it's up to you if you're going to work. But if you're gonna be home to get on my motherfucking nerves, then that's gonna be the fucking
Then go to
another
work.
problem. Another
Go
problem.
to work. Ask to work.
yeah. You
Get
know
on my
what I'm
nerves.
saying?
Go to work.
So what you say though about going back to the relationship? How are we gonna meet the women on that common ground? Because like I said, a lot men blaming the women blaming the men. We like this. We're not here on that common ground.
Yeah.
What is your solution?
I don't really see any solution. I don't know.
Oh shit.
You know?
Right.
I mean,
don't
at least he's
even-
being honest.
Listen,
Right.
Being honest,
single
keeping it
life,
real.
single life sucks. That's all I can say.
To you?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah, it sucks.
Wow.
This is,
It don't, I see why you said what you said on the thing. You did say it sucked when I.
Yeah.
It don't suck for me. Word.
I think I seen his comment. Was it on Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook. He
that-
said
that-
something
that
that
was
sucks,
him.
and he got a
Yeah.
little tear thing.
Yeah, single life.
You're not
I
Facebook
did
friends?
see that. I seen it. No, I'm not. But I
Oh, so
seen
you
it
guys
under
can be
your.
Facebook friends after we leave. Yeah.
I seen it under your comment
yeah,
about
I'm
the
saying,
single. Remember,
yeah.
that's the first thing I mentioned about
Right.
your comment about single life is great.
Yeah, he did say that.
That was him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the
I
reason
seen
why
it.
I post that post is because it's lit to me. I mean, my peace. I love my peace.
Well,
I
see,
want to
no,
be
no,
left
I'm
the fuck
saying
alone.
it sucks now because I'm just used to chaos. So this is my first time
Oh, getting peace.
ever. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
so
Okay.
peace.
So this is all new to me because I've always.
So you kind of.
I've always lived with a woman half my life. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
my
Yeah, me
first
too.
time living by myself.
Yup. See, me
So
too.
I'm trying to get acclimated.
That's
to
another
it.
reason why. My first one I was with 10 years, and the second one was 14 years. I did 24 years of relationships.
That's nice though.
You might as well
Yes.
have got married and had that whole 30 years.
Nah, I was listen, man. I was. When I tell you, I was the #1 cheek spreader. I was the #1 cheeks spreader, man.
Yeah.
But do
No
you say
lie.
being single suck because you come home, it's empty, you don't smell food cooking?
Yeah.
Like there's perks too. Like we have a list, but y'all have lists too. We're just very
I'm sorry.
verbal about
The,
it.
no perks beat the peace.
No.
No
You're right about
perks
that. I
beat
like
the
peace,
peace
too.
of mind.
Yeah, but you
that
know
I
what?
have
We
right
want
now.
peace too.
Yo, let me tell you something. My daughter, goddamn Justice Robinson. Yeah, I love you to death and everything like that. But she's 14 now. She reminds me every day of why I'm single, man. She reminds me every day of why I am
And
single.
ooh, girls are so prissy.
Oh
Between the
my
age of 12
God. I
and
don't
18,
when I'm dealing with her, I don't miss the relationship.
you got
I
2
don't
years.
miss it.
You got 2 years before that sweet 16, and that's like a mini wedding. I was like, oh my
Yes.
God, please.
Oh, we just was going at it because she's going to high school. So she's sending me all these type of dresses she want with the slit all up here. I said, yo, are you out your motffucking
Not
mind?
love and hip hop.
Word, are you crazy? Oh, Dad, I'm gonna be the only girl with a long dress and all that.
Or you can not go.
Oh, that's it. That's
Or
it.
you cannot go. I'm not
yo,
paying for that.
facts. I don't give a fuck. Then,
Right?
then don't go.
Don't go.
Word. So she. So
Sorry-
listen. So
sorry,
we went to the
Justice.
mall. So we went to the mall. So we came to agreement on this one dress, and there was a lady that was in there too, and she's like, "Yeah, that's nice and that's appropriate." I said, "Thank you. I needed that. I needed to hear that
right,
because I
right.
thought so myself too.
Right.
Because I told her right now, I said, "Don't get in this goddamn store and get
And
me
act
because
up,
you know
right.
how I am. I'm loud, and don't even start no bullshit when they with these short dresses with the slits on them. So we looked at a couple dresses, and we came to this one. Then I'm looking at it, so I'm saying, okay, that don't look too short. I said, okay. I said, that looks good. You like that? She said, yeah, I do. So she said, so I called the lady over. So we got a small and a medium for her to try on. So she goes in the thing in there. So that's when the lady said, no, not yet. The lady ain't saying nothing yet. Because the lady's in there shopping for the same thing. Because it's the kid, her daughter is moving up to high school too. She was from Islip. Like, you understand? So anyway, so my daughter goes in there. Tries on the small and comes out. She tightens on that. I said, no, absolutely not. Go in there and put it on the medium. So she, so I said, yo, and I'm at the lady looking at me, and I'm like, yo, this girl is crazy. So then when she came out with the medium on, it looked so nice on her. I said, now see? And the lady said, yes, now that's nice, and it's very appropriate.
Right.
And I said, thank you, I needed to hear that. And I said, you like it? She said, yeah. So.
But we dealing with a different generation. These kids,
Yes.
like, they're not even afraid. They will argue back with you and
Oh,
don't care if you
my
come and
God.
knock on their door.
No.
Wasn't
Word.
our thing like, please don't tell my mother. I'll
Yes.
stop doing it. Please don't tell my mother. Like these kids now,
No,
they
these kids is
different.
crazy, man.
Yeah,
We're
different.
dealing with a different generation.
You know,
a
you
different
know what I
type
tell
of-
my daughter all the time? This is what gets me. Like, she knows I come upstairs in her room every day, especially Monday through Friday, right? Because I got to bring her phone. Because she has to bring her phone down to me at 10 o'clock at night.
That's right.
Oh,
All
my
right?
goodness.
So,
You know why?
No, you
Because
got
they'll
to
be
do
on the
that
phone
till 2
all
3 o'clock in the
night.
morning.
Yes.
Man. No, sir.
All
So,
night.
anyway, check it, though.
And not wanting to get up in the morning.
And now, it's to the point to where she's not allowed to eat upstairs because she's leaving shit everywhere. So she's not allowed to eat. She's not allowed to do nothing.
Old
so here I am.
bowls,
So
spoons,
yeah.
everything.
So here I am coming upstairs and I'm still seeing this shit. I'm like, yo, you're not very bright. I said, you know I'm coming up here every morning and you don't move this shit or take it downstairs and say, let me get rid of this before my dad. I mean, that's what I did when my grandmother was on my shit about something.
Right.
I'm going to make sure I'm fixing this problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah,
I might
really
still
crazy.
do it, but you're gonna have to really find.
You ain't at that
like,
point yet.
You gotta really.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Seems like
You don't
gotta
have
do some
kids?
No, he does. He has twins. They only about 7 or 8 or something like that, right? No.
They're young, right?
Oh, 11. Yeah. So you ain't at to the point then. Did you ever live with your kid's mother with them?
Yeah, for 10 years.
Oh, y'all did? Oh, so you just not so you just not too long ago?
Maybe about a year and a half now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was probably for longer.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That's why I said.
Okay. If you don't mind me
asking.
asking, the breakup, was it your fault, her fault, or the both of y'all fault?
Both. It was a mutual.
Okay, and does she recognize that, or she's recognizing as you're the problem?
We make great co-parenting,
Right.
but we don't make good relationship people.
Yeah.
But we get along great now.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
brothers and sisters. Like
Same relationship I was saying.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
nice.
what I'm asking is, like you said, it was both of y'all's reasons why. Do she acknowledge that? Did she think it was just you, or did she acknowledge that it was the both of y'all? Like you saying, it's just.
she'll
both of y'all?
acknowledge it when we're talking.
She acknowledges
Right.
with both of y'all.
Probably
But
with
when
the
she talking about
family,
family,
yeah,
she'll,
yeah,
okay.
I'm the black sheep.
All right. Yep.
So it's a
Yep.
little bit different.
Okay, that's all. Yeah, but that's good that, and you also have a good relationship with her boyfriend or something, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Because you said that to me the other day. I mean, when we was talking, I said, "Yo, that's the best kind of relationship." Because the
Right,
relationships
right,
I had
right.
with
That's right.
my kids, see, it should be the way that you guys have it.
Yeah.
Y'all never beefed before. Y'all respect the boundaries, this and all that. See, but that's not what I had to go through. I had to go through because it'd be a lot of the woman's fault too in this situation. No, because the woman would be talking so much shit to the dude about you.
Yeah.
And making it seem like
Oh,
you
yeah,
just treating us. So
right.
now
That's
he like, oh, all right.
He on his
he
P's and
ain't gonna be on his
Q's.
P's and Q's.
Yeah,
Like
he's
you
alert
understand what I'm
and
saying?
he's
Now,
watching you,
now it's gonna be
waiting for you to make a
now
face or
yeah,
something.
exactly. Now
Yeah.
some tension in the
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
You know, it could be a lot of that too.
Yeah.
And that's how I started
I
off
agree.
with me and my kid's mother when we first broke up. You know, me and dude got into a couple of, arguments. We never got physical or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But it got into a couple of things. It's like, and it should have never went that way. And like I said,
Right.
I really think it's all because of the girl.
But do you
Because we
feel
had a
like-
nasty breakup, and of course, she's going to make it seem like I was the bad
But do
guy.
you feel like you did everything that you could have done when you first seen him to avoid the argument?
No, this is people kept coming up to me, right, saying like, "Yo, who is this?
Yeah.
Who is this dude that so and so is with?" Like, all this shit was going on, physical shit, this and all that at the clubs and everything like that. So I'm like, what is you talking about? Like, and then I'm like, nah. I said I don't get into it with her because if I get into it with her, she gonna if I bring it to her attention, she gonna think that I'm worried about who she messing because she messing with somebody and it's gonna be a big thing. So I kept it quiet when people kept coming to me and I kept saying to myself, nah, I ain't. I said, damn, no, I don't know nothing about dude. And I don't talk to her about it. So it got to the point to one day where I did have to talk to her about it. So I'm like, yo, what's up? What's all this shit I'm hearing about dudes you fucking with and all this crazy shit going on? And once again, like I said, it got to she thinking that I'm worried about who she messing with. And I'm like, I'm still in my feelings about her. And that's not the case. So we get into a big argument. So nothing got done. Oh, mind your business, this and all that. But you know what? It is going to be. Hold on, wait a minute. No, but
right?
wait, no. I said one day it's
Everybody
going to
coming
trickle
to me.
down. One day it's going to trickle down to me, and it is going to be my business. And one day that situation happens.
Because if it happens in front of your kids, right?
Yeah, now it's a problem.
Right.
It's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? So, but you guys got a good relationship. Now, and I'm not talking bad about dude. No, man, we were young too. You know what I'm saying? I was a hothead, he was a hothead. And we were all young. It was crazy shit. Like I said, a lot of learning experience for a lot of us. But the relationship that y'all got going on, that's the way it's supposed to be. But you know what though? I think it's because is he around your age? Is he?
I don't even know.
Is she around your age? Are y'all
She's 10 years younger than me.
Oh, okay, all right. So then,
Yeah.
okay. See, but a lot of us was in our 20s and 20s. We was all like, we didn't have no direction
Nope.
at that time. See, was it just the streets? what was going on in the streets and this and all that, and that played a lot into it too.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? But after a while, me and Madu became cool enough to.
But so let me ask you this question though. But I'm just saying, is it all right for her, whoever she may be, your ex, whether it be either one of them, to be in a relationship if it's abusive? Because
No, I don't think no.
at the end of the day, like regardless to what happens,
No.
if something happens to her, now your child is without a mother.
No, yeah.
So
No, I don't
to
think
me, it's your business from the start because
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, from the very start, not
Right.
when it gets to the point where they do something in front of your kid.
Right.
It's from the very start because God forbid if it escalates to him really putting her in the hospital or something like that, now you gotta.
And that's
your
what
kid's
that's
gonna
what
be
it
without a
came.
mother.
That's what it
How
came
you-
down to.
Like, how do you?
That's what it came down to.
You can never replace.
It came down to that situation.
Right.
One day, I picked my son up, and he was like, he wasn't himself. And he was only about 11, 10 years old, somewhere around there. And he wasn't himself. So I'm like, yo, what's going on, yo? So then he was like, yo, my mom told me not to tell you. So I said, oh, you got to tell me now.
Now, yeah.
You got to tell me now.
Yeah.
You know, her and dude got into it, and then he bust in the room. The dude started yelling at him. It was crazy. So now it's my business now.
Right.
Like and then when it was a lot of beef when that happened in between. But then when we finally got to cool heads to really speak with one another, and you know what I'm saying, I was like, yo, dog, I don't give a fuck what you do. Don't do that shit in front of my
kids,
my
right.
son.
Point blank. Period.
You period.
That right
dog.
there. This right here is my.
Me and her, we don't get along or whatever, this and all that, but that's still his mother.
Right, but you still
Right.
can't even say
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
because-
I'm not protecting her. I'm
But
protecting
if
him.
something happens
Right.
to
Yeah,
her, you're
exactly.
that's still your kid.
If something happened to her, my son's gonna be down and out, just like he was that day.
Right.
And it's a problem.
From the start, that we have to be smarter about the things that we do after the relationship when we move on in relationships, because at the end of the day, he don't want to say it, i.e. the ex, you are still responsible because your child is
It's living there. Exactly. I know that. Exactly.
But
That's
I
why
mean,
when
a
everybody
lot of
kept
guys
coming and
won't
telling
say
me,
that's how business.
That's why
that's how business.
Yeah, that's what I was
but-
saying in the beginning.
But it's
because
not
I'm
really,
like,
you
but they
know?
kept coming to me so much. I'm like, damn, I gotta
Like
go
how-
say something
what's
to her
really
right
going
now.
on,
Yeah,
right?
like what's really
It has
going
to be,
on? What is
right.
going on? And then, like I said, we didn't get nothing accomplished. We got into this big argument. You know, because we did have a nasty breakup, so we wasn't liking each other.
Right.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? So we got into this big argument, and then she was like, oh, mind your business. I'm like, yo, at some point in time, it's going to be my business because something's going to happen with my son.
It's my business now because people keep coming to me and telling me that you're going through this, that, and the other.
So, but you know, we live and you learn, you know what I'm saying? But you guys, I like that relationship you and dude got. Y'all don't got no problems. That's how it's supposed to be from the get.
Right.
It shouldn't even have to be what I went through with dude.
Right.
You know, or somebody else is going through with. But like I said, a lot of times it be the baby moms that be making the fathers look so bad. Don't get it wrong. Some dads are all fucked up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of us ain't either, though, too. Okay, in our situation, we both was fucked up. Like you understand? But I was a good dad.
Right.
Like you understand what I'm saying? But you're making me look like a fucking bad guy in front of this dude, so he already become a defense and don't even know me.
The way
happens
the
a
way
lot.
that has set up right now, that's the way it should be, because
That's the way it should
if
be.
he does his job, then that keeps her out of your hair.
Yup,
That's
exactly.
what I
Right.
like.
Yup.
Right.
Then
Your
she-
kids like him.
They
Right.
like him.
Yep.
Everybody leaves me alone, and it's great. I think that's what it should work.
Would you be opposed to him coming to you with something like saying, okay, well, me and her think we should do this, and this with your child or children. What is your take on it? Would you
He's
be
coming through
opposed
like a
to that?
man. I wouldn't.
Yeah, because I like that.
Yeah.
If I decide to do this and this with the kid because this is the way I want to do, and you know, I'm not at first I'm a beat your ass, go sit down.
Yeah.
But then I turned into a
Yeah, like all of us.
right.
Yeah.
Then I turned into.
But I don't know. My
okay,
daughter
you
got me
gotta-
going back to my old ways.
Right. Then I turned into
Justice
a
Robinson
more
got me going back to my
reasonable,
old ways.
You know,
Yeah.
but I would not be opposed to having a conversation with the next woman if my kid is with that.
I would want to see that.
I consider that respectful.
Yeah.
For you to think that you should be punishing my kid away without having a conversation with me.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
you'd be surprised
Definitely,
at how I have no. I am very. I'm very instrumental in different types of punishment.
It would be good. It would be good if we had that conversation in the beginning. If you guys, it looked like you guys going to be together for a while, y'all going to try to make this work. Let's sit down and let's talk.
Right.
So let's get some things on the table, this and all that.
Right.
You put everything on the table.
But a lot of times,
don't be like that.
A lot of times, though, listen, it be the males like, no. Y'all, what you need to meet her for? Why you? I'm like, because she gonna be around my kid. No. I don't think y'all should ever meet.
No, I wouldn't be like that. I wouldn't be like, because I want peace, man. I want peace and everything.
That's what I want.
And let's get the boundaries. Because my thing is this. I don't care, y'all together, just and all that. Just don't, do nothing crazy, with the physical stuff with her around my son, or around the kids. You understand what I'm saying? Or if the kid, and plus, after I have a conversation with y'all, then I'm gonna have a conversation with my kids. Like, listen, your mom is with this guy. You make sure you listen. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But if he's making you feel uncomfortable, make sure you tell me that too. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But I think dude is a good dude. Me and him had to talk. I don't think it should be a problem. You know what I'm saying? The baby mother, listen, check this out. Yeah, y'all got your thing going on. Yeah, the kids should listen to y'all. But you're the head person over there like that. If they getting down the line to a fact to where that they not listening, then it's your duty to call me or have him call me too.
Right.
How do you feel about your kid telling the other man, "You're not my father"?
Well, it depends. It depends on the situation.
That.
It depends on the situation.
I have a stepdaughter, and she used to always, when I was
say that to you.
But how do you feel being you're in the household, you're supporting this kid? Like, I understand I'm not your parent. I'm supporting you like one though, but I can't get.
I think kids sometimes they don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't really get it how much of a support system you are.
You really are, right?
Yeah.
Because when you discipline them, that's their rebuttal or their reaction to say, "Well, you're not my
Always
dad.
right,
you're not
right,
my
right.
dad," and this. And I had a huge problem with that because the father wasn't doing nothing. I'm taking on all
right. Financial.
responsibility.
That was kind of situation I was in
Right.
with my second kid's mother. You understand what I'm saying? And and I took on all the responsibility because I'm not. Once again, I'm not talking when I'm talking about people. I'm not talking bad about them. Like, we all been up in fucked up situations at some time or another. Dude was in a fucked up situation with drugs and shit and everything like that.
Right.
Then he went to prison for 4.5, 5 years.
Right.
So I was there all that time.
Right.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? And but at the end of the day, a lot of kids, like you said, they don't understand, and especially when they become 12 and 13 years old.
Whose responsibility is it to make them understand?
The parents.
Which one?
No, the mother.
The mother.
The mother.
Yeah.
Because you only have a certain boundary
Window.
that you can push. Except for the mother
Right.
to come in and step in and say,
At
listen,
that boundary
you gotta
point,
respect
right.
him, you gotta respect this,
Right.
you gotta respect that.
Right.
Because you can't really push, because now you're pushing against the mother, then you got the real father, and so you're caught in a little dynamic where you can't push the ball but so far.
But you know what? And that's only in a situation if the kids is just being rebellious.
Right.
Because all of us teenagers, we get to the age we're being rebellious. You understand? It has nothing to do with you treat me bad or treat me good.
But
it's just being rebellious because we're teenagers.
when it's a stepchild.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. Now, I understand exactly.
Smack the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Smack the shit out of him.
No question.
I mean, you could do that with
No
your
question.
own kid, but
No
with the
question.
other kid, you're like,
Yeah, you gotta eat that. With
Well, what I was trying to say, I'm talking about in order to have that conversation where, or you have to sit down and the mother has to step in. Only if, because you do got some step parents that are bad to the kids.
yeah,
And that's why they say
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that's in your situation. Your situation just seems like rebellious. a teenage
But see,
kid
when
being
you have
rebellious.
teenage girls and you're a man in the house, you gotta tread lightly,
Yeah.
very lightly, because a
If they could
female
say
can make up anything,
Change, yeah,
right,
and you're
right.
fucked.
Anything,
You're
fucked.
fucked.
right,
You're
right.
literally
You're
fucked.
literally fucked.
You gotta
Yup.
prove yourself. Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. In that situation, you are guilty. You gotta
Right.
prove
Guilty.
you're innocent.
Innocent.
And how do you prove a lie is a lie?
Yeah. Especially when it comes,
Right.
especially when it coming from a young teenager, a young person.
Because
Even if it ain't true,
right.
it still makes you. It still scar you. It's still a scar on you for life because people just looking like, damn, why did she say that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
crazy.
why did she say that though? You know, even if it ain't true, but you're
If you look
exactly
at those,
right.
if you look
knew
at
he
those
was
Lifetime
nasty.
movies,
Yeah, right.
and it's
I knew he
always
was
got
nasty.
something
Right?
about
That's
the
exactly what we do
stepfather
too.
or the stepmother or something. I'm like, Jesus Christ! They show all these shows on TV. Then these kids
Looking at this, yup.
Like,
Doing this,
hey,
oh,
you
I
went
can
to jail
I can
for
call
this
the cops
now?
on
Yeah, I
you.
can do this.
All I gotta do is
Right,
say
that's
this.
true too. Right.
I'm like, oh man.
So
oh,
I
man.
gotta get into this social media. I have to mention it. So this man raised this girl. It's her wedding day. I don't know the particulars. I can't remember exactly everything, but he wanted to walk her down the aisle.
Oh, I
he
heard
had
about that one.
You heard about it, right?
Yeah.
He had been a father to her for what, 14
did.
years or something like that.
Right.
Took care of her, paid for her to go to college.
Everything.
Did a whole
Got
lot.
a car.
Yeah,
Right.
I think I
And was
heard
paying for the wedding.
Right, yeah. Well,
She wanted her father, who contributed nothing
nothing.
to
Oh
the
yeah, I
wedding,
seen that too.
right?
Yup, I seen that.
Wanted her
Yup.
father
See that?
to
I didn't
walk-
really get into the story, but I read a little bit of it.
This
and
is
it's what
it.
y'all saying, yeah.
wanted her father, who contributed nothing
Yeah.
financially to
Nothing.
the wedding,
Yeah.
didn't pay for her college, did absolutely pretty much nothing. Right? Okay, so now he felt,
He
the
felt some type of way.
stepfather
Yeah.
felt
He
the way.
felt some way,
and
yeah.
he was like, you know what, since you want your father
Well, let
to
him
walk
do
you down the
everything.
aisle,
Yeah.
let him pay for it. People were saying you put the child out there. Like, you put the child out there, whereas it's days before or the day before. I forget exactly the amount of time, but maybe a week before. I don't know exactly. But people were saying that he put the child out there to the point where it's days before. How is she going to come up with this money if you don't pay for it?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck
Well,
that.
I felt like, I'm going to be honest, I felt like,
It can go either way.
no, I'm
No.
gonna tell you how I felt, and listen, beat me up if you want to. I felt like if you can't respect that person as a father figure, and you want your actual father, then he needs to step up and be your actual father
Yes.
when it came to your education.
Yes.
So he owes that man about $70,000, and when it comes to providing for your wedding.
Okay, this is my question. This
I
is my
agree
question.
100%.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is my
That's
question.
how I felt. That's
No, you know
how I feel.
what?
And I know I'm probably gonna
I guess
get a lot of
everybody
backlash
would
'cause
feel
people-
like the way you said it.
Because people were saying that, no, you were there and you paid for it, and now you're gonna back out. And I feel like he has that right to, because he's not obligated to pay for
she backed
anything.
out.
Right.
She backed out. That's the person
He's
that.
not, but we don't know the real father situation either. Why he couldn't do all this, right? So we don't really
And that's
know.
what I was
Did
just
they
about to say. Listen,
That's
About
what
him.
that right.
Well, listen,
right.
this is what I think
know?
should have happened before it even got to the point of paying everything. I think he should have. I think him as a stepfather should have went to her and said, "Listen, okay, yeah, your wedding's coming up, So who are you going to want to walk you down the aisle?
Who are you gonna want to pay for it as well? I think the dad should have had that conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I
They should
feel
have
like the dad should have had that
But he
conversation
probably
before it got
already-
to that.
He probably just assumed
assumed.
that I did all this. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the man. That's
The
gonna-
Well,
right,
I-
You're right about that.
But sometimes you can't
But if
assume. like,
that's what I'm trying to say. But if the father, even though he didn't contribute, but he's around, obviously. Like, you understand what I'm saying? He's around,
Yeah,
obviously.
something.
So I would definitely have to have that conversation before I pay or anything. I'm going to want to know, okay,
right.
even if he doesn't do nothing, but he's still around, still her dad.
Right.
And this is a
No, I
sacred
don't-
thing.
no, I
and
don't
this
think
is a
he
sacred
was
thing.
ever around.
No,
He just popped
Oh, see, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know the situation.
Yeah, and that's the thing too.
So
I'm
if
not
he's
really
never
sure
around,
about
then
that.
I can understand.
Yeah,
that.
he wasn't around the
But
whole
if he was
time.
just around, even though he didn't do anything, but he was around, You understand what I'm saying? So I gotta have this conversation, even though he didn't contribute to shit, even though I did.
But
most
now
of the
that
stuff.
he
but
is
if he's
around,
there,
now what?
no, I'm talking about even if he. I'm going off the assumption that he was around though, even though he wasn't contributing to
Right.
nothing. I'm thinking he still was around, just
That's
a
what I
deadbeat
thought.
dad somewhere. But he still exists. So I gotta have this conversation because this is a sacred thing. This is a traditional thing where the father's supposed to walk the daughter down the aisle.
Correct.
Like you understand what I'm saying? And her situation, it's a sacred thing. Her dad is not around, but she went to the next best thing. Her best friend, she wants me to walk her down the aisle. This is something sacred. This is
Yeah,
really
but
something.
how
Do better.
sacred is it?
No.
But that's what I'm trying to
I
say
know, I
because
know.
this is obviously a
Just because you
tradition.
birthed that person does not make you the sacred father.
No, yes, I understand that, but if I'm going off if he still was around, even if he didn't contribute to shit, this and that, like you said, so he automatically
if he's
assumed.
walking around peeking in the window and he ain't doing nothing,
No,
he
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
peeking, he's just
No.
peeking in the
Oh
my
window.
God.
But he still
And-
exists. But she still might love her dad.
I think
Regardless
nothing
if
wrong
he
with that.
don't.
I get that.
You still got
I
a lot of
get
kids
that.
they love their parents, even though they probably did some
But,
fucked up shit.
we
Right.
as people, we're connected to a lot of shit we shouldn't be.
Right.
Yeah, but you're talking about a kid and their dad,
that
or their
kid-
mom,
that-
or
what
their
was
dad.
that story?
But you know-
yeah, it was a pretty interesting story. But I just think
We-
that
I
if
think
the
it
kid
was
was
on-
around,
it might have
I mean, if the
been-
father was around, I
don't know.
would have
You know,
went and
I
had
get
the
my social
conversation with the
media
daughter and say, okay,
crossed.
what are you going to?
It could have been Instagram.
Are you going to want your dad to walk you down
It
the
could
aisle,
have
or
been
are you going to want me to
YouTube.
walk you down the
But
aisle?
That's true. He
If
could
you-
have
if you
had
Google
that
it, you'll
conversation.
probably
He
find
should have
it.
had that conversation.
Interesting.
it's like
But
stepfather that
from
pulled
what
out
I
a
gotta
wedding.
watch it again because I think he just
Financially.
popped up. But I gotta watch it again.
Yo, you know what? Even though this is not the same type of example, like what my two stepkids that I raised, I just talked about it a little while ago because I was in a situation where I had to raise two kids. You know, when I first met them, they were only 2 and 4,
Yeah.
right? But check it. One day they came to me, or Tina came to me. Or she was like, "Yo, the kids want to know what they should call you. Should they call you Reese or should they call you Daddy?" So now, going back to what I said, the dad, he's around, but he's fucked up. He's in a fucked up
Whatever
way.
they're comfortable with calling
No,
it
that's
is
not what I said though. But
Yeah.
but I'm talking about what I was thinking at the time when I gave my answer. Even though he's not here right now, this and all that, he's in a fucked up way, right? You know, on drugs,
Those
this and
kids
all
are
that.
different, 'cause other kids be like, "You're not my father."
No. So, but he was on drugs and everything like that, and that's causing him not to be here and be in life. So I said, no, I don't think it's best because they still have a dad. Because one day he might get his shit together,
And
and
then
you
what?
understand
Right.
what I'm saying? Then what?
Right.
Like you understand what I'm saying? So I said, no, I think it's best for them to call me Reese.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But who's to
Yeah, I
say
respect
when
that.
dad get their stuff together, they're gonna feel comfortable even calling him dad because he wasn't around for such and such?
Well, they didn't have a problem.
I
not calling
see
him
some
dad.
kids say,
No, they was together. Listen,
I see
they was
kid-
together before. No, they was 2 and 4 when I met them. So up to 4 years they were together.
Right.
Like you understand what I'm saying? And then afterwards, then it was I started messing around with it, and then that's what it was. So they knowing him as dad. Then still, like you know what I'm saying? I don't know about the 2-year-old too much, but the 4-year-old definitely. But we always make sure they knew who their dad was.
right.
You know, because even when he went to prison, you got to call, you got to talk. You know what I mean? Your dad's on the phone.
Right.
Da, 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 da. So, but that was the reason why I couldn't do it. Even though he was fucked up in a way, I'm not going to steal that something
It's
from
how I
him that's
feel.
supposed to be.
I don't want somebody else's
If he
child
wasn't around,
calling
period.
me
Now,
mom.
if he wasn't
Me
around,
either,
period.
Right?
Just wasn't involved, didn't care. In another state or whatever, this and all that, just wasn't around. Then I would have been like, yeah, they can call me whatever they want to call me.
Yeah.
But being that he, because he's from Riverhead, from the Hamptons and shit. So, he was there. He was just in a fucked up way at the time, and I didn't think it was best for them to call me. Because, and look, he did. He got his stuff, he went to jail, came back home, got his shit together.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
like,
But
you
what if they would have
understand
said, Daddy Reese?
Nah, I don't want no daddies in it.
No daddy in
No,
it.
that's for
Right.
your dad.
Yeah.
You have one mother and one
Yeah,
father.
yeah, that's for
Right.
your dad. You call your dad.
Right.
Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Understand.
No, not,
That's kind of how
My
I felt
kids had a
too.
couple of stepfathers, and they called them by the name.
Yeah, okay, that's good though. Yeah, that's it. I respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, my daughter's mother did some dumb shit, and I was really pissed off about it. You understand what I'm saying? Because when my daughter was born, it was outside of my relationship. So what happened was I told her, I said, listen, after I took the test and found out that my daughter was mine, And I came to him. I was like, yo, goddamn, I'm in a fucked up way right
She
now.
looks just like you.
Yo, no, but in the beginning, no, check it though. In the beginning, when Justice was born, no, when she was born, I couldn't tell. So I'm like, hell no. But then I was like, no, I can't tell when he was born.
Right.
Well, listen, it wasn't until like 6-7 months later when we did finally decide to take the test, and I haven't seen her since between 6-7 months after I came up to the hospital and first saw her. Like I said, I couldn't tell. She didn't look like nobody.
Yeah.
So 7 months later. So 7 months. So 7 months later. Check it out though.
Right,
7 months, 8 months later. Then when I finally said, fuck it, let's go take the test. You know what I'm saying? And I'm paying out my pocket too. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's $500. And I'm telling her, I said, yo, goddamn it. And it wasn't even about the money. It's just that how you gonna choose me as a dad and you was fucking just as much as I was fucking. Well, anyway, long story short. So long story short. So anyway, so I was like, I was fucking with her. I said, yo, you gonna pay me back half this money if she's not mine. I'm talking to her over the phone now, right? Yo, when she called up and set the date up for us to go and visit them, and I came to the crib and picked it up. Now, it's 6-7 months later now. Man, I was looking at that baby. I said, holy shit.
She like,
I said, and then she caught me. She said, yeah, I see you looking at her.
yeah.
Yo, and I swear to God, when we went and took the test, even the lady that did the test, she said, sir, are you sure you want to waste your final? But I said, I know. I said, but I definitely got to know for sure, though. I said, so go ahead and do it.
Because you make boys anyway.
Yeah. And that's got this girl, like, you understand what I'm saying?
You make boys, and all of a sudden, boom.
A girl came, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, but what I was talking about.
amazing.
So I had to have this conversation with her. So I'm like, damn, now I'm in a fucked up way. Like, I'm like, God damn, I had a baby. And all this fucking I done did for all my girlfriends all this time, you know, I done made a baby and had a baby. You know, that never happened to me. A couple got pregnant. You know, we did some abortions and shit and everything like that. But anyway, this is just one time. I'm like, God damn.
You was in a relationship?
I was in it. I done really had a baby outside of my relationship. I'm like fucked up right now. So I'm like, yo. And me and old girl wasn't even getting along at the crib. We wasn't getting along, too, at this time. Wasn't getting along. So I told her, I was like, yo. I said, listen. Until I figure out how I'm going to tell her, we're going to have to keep this under the wraps. And please don't have my daughter calling nobody daddy. I mean, I'm going to do what I got to do and this and all that. But just don't have my daughter calling nobody daddy.
Yeah.
So, but long story short, it didn't come out until I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? But do you know that old girl still had my daughter calling somebody daddy? And I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck did I tell you? You see how devious and sometimes about how women can be, man. No, I'm serious. This is fucked up. We had this conversation. So why do you have my daughter calling somebody else daddy? I had to tell my daughter on the phone, that is not your dad.
Father. That's right.
That is not your dad.
I am.
Yes, I am.
Now go talk to mommy about it. That's all.
You know. Hey,
but did you expect high morals from somebody that was willing to mess with you, knowing that you was in a relationship?
No, it's not that we was messing around. It's just I never messed around with anybody outside my relationship. I never caught feelings for anybody. All the women that I never did none of that stuff. It was just what we did when we hung out. You understand what I'm saying? So there was no feelings attached to me. I didn't look at her like that. She's my friend. She's my home. I had a baby with my friend. You understand what I'm saying? But nobody's thinking like that at that time. Nobody's thinking about, as I said, everybody was fucking everybody. Nobody didn't care if you was in a relationship or not.
Right.
Nobody's thinking like that.
It was when you clicking up with it.
Yeah, when you clicking up. We clicking up. And you already know the routine.
Like, oh my
you already know the routine. That's why when they had that thing going around about the Freaknik, and then it was like, now a lot of parents our age now worried about the Freaknik, this and all that. I said, listen, I told him, listen, I know, I said it on your comment. I said, yo, I never ever been to the Freaknik, and I said, but it was a Freaknik for me every single night.
Yeah, right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it was a Freaknik for me every single goddamn night. And it was one girl
that documentary.
that had
no.
had commented something on the thing, and I was like, yeah, there's somebody on here right now that can vouch for me, that know I ain't lying.
Yes.
Word and shit, man.
Oh, man.
But hey, listen, man, we went over the time. I mean, I only like to keep. No, I have the room for 2 hours, but I only like to keep the podcast like an hour, so we don't lose interest.
So
but
you
we
have-
see how fast it went.
You
We just
have
have a good
enough
conversation.
material for 2. We've been here since what, 1:15?
Well, I know that she's the one that gave me the idea about recording 2 episodes.
God damn,
And
yeah,
one.
you got 2. You got enough for 2.
Yeah, she's the one that
322.
gave me the idea of filming 2 episodes. Yeah, her. Well, she's gonna be on my team.
Okay.
She's always gonna come with me anyway. And she's coming with me, period. Like
Okay,
when this shit do blow up.
Okay.
Yo, that's what I want to tell y'all, the audience. Y'all better get used to this. My face, his face, this right here, this logo right here, HoodStarzz, because we're gonna be a household name. All right. So
And with that being
I need
said-
y'all to get it together. We need
Nike Tech.
Yes, we need
Nike Tech.
Yo, you see the
Sponsor.
Yeah, we need
Nike
sponsors,
Tech.
number one, and we also need for our audience to grow. So please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I know in order to subscribe on YouTube, sometimes it asks y'all to sign in. But it's nothing. You know, it's an email and a password. You know what I'm saying? But I need that subscription number to go up. And hey, ladies, anybody got anything they want to say towards the end?
Yeah.
But how was it for your first experience being? Is this your first time being on the podcast?
You know I could talk.
But how was your experience?
Yeah,
First-
everything's good.
How was your
You
experience?
Talking,
See, you
that's
was
all I had
nervous,
to
and
do.
it wasn't that bad, right?
All I had to do is talk.
Yeah, me too. That's
had
why
no
I said,
problem.
yo, that's why
I can do
that's
this.
why I said I can do this.
But
I
again-
said all I gotta do is
All
talk
I gotta
shit.
do is talk.
Yeah, talk some shit. I can do this.
This is good.
Yeah, I can do this.
Again, Nike Tech.
Yeah, y'all get. I need some sponsors, man. And
I need some Nike Tech.
Yeah. Tell them about them Nike Techs. Tell them about them Nike Techs.
Oh my goodness. They're expensive, but they're worth it. When I tell you Nike Tech, they're very big in Europe, but you know how they have the workout gear that keeps you
It's
from
workout
sweating,
gear.
that cools
Right.
off your Nike Tech.
You heard of that before? I never heard of it.
Nike Tech is the best of the best when it comes out to that workout.
So you saying Nike
gear.
Tech? So Nike make it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nike, yeah.
All right. And then
But
how much? And what's the price?
It's a little on it, but it's worth it. It's
Right.
worth it.
Right.
I have Nike stuff that I bought years ago that I still have, and that's just the regular Nike stuff. But the Nike Tech, you gonna pay about $145, $150 for the yoga pants, and the whole outfit could cost you up to maybe around about some money.
Right.
But
right.
Nike Tech,
Yeah, y'all heard that Nike Tech. I need a sponsor.
Yes.
So, yeah, but I want to thank
it's
you.
not cheap, but it's worth it.
I want to thank you, ladies, for coming on and joining us and chopping
Thank
it
you
up
for
with
having
us,
me.
man.
Yes.
And you girls, y'all got an open door policy. You can come on here anytime. You understand what I'm saying?
Next time I'm sitting down at that end.
Hey, how are we gonna work it out? We're gonna work it out. Like, if you want to sit down there next time, you can sit down there next time.
I want to
man.
be in between both of y'all so I could.
And,
Boop, stop lying. Boop, why you say that? You know you was wrong.
And once again, you know, I want to thank my audience for tuning in with us, man. And like I said, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
Because we got to get our numbers up, man.
Yes,
you know what I
yes,
mean? Like I
yes,
said,
yes.
y'all about to get used to us because me and my man, we're going to blow this podcast
You gotta
up.
get a phone in here too.
Yeah,
We
we're
gotta
going
get
to blow
some
this
phone.
podcast up.
Oh,
That's a
man.
good idea.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
If
people
that
can
happens,
call
it's
in.
over.
Right?
Because I want all these people that be commenting on my page.
Yeah.
Because I can't
to
get
get
all my
their
words. I
say-sos,
can't get my
right?
words in like
Well,
I
we
want
have
to.
4
Right.
different opinions. For the most part, only thing we agreed on is about relationships and communication. That's
Right.
all of us
Right,
said the same
right.
thing in a different way. That's the only thing.
Right.
But everything
And
else
nobody
is
was
different.
wrong. Everybody just got their different opinions about everything, man.
Right.
You understand?
Which
what I'm
makes
saying?
it great,
It makes it
because
great. You
everybody
don't want everybody to
has
have
a
the
different-
same
right.
all the time.
Right.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's it for us, man. And HoodStarzz, the podcast, man.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, the #1 cheek spreader. I was a bad.
Y'all